dundum.
Da ho pa. Enyen kai kura. Enti de omo ka no. Akufado no. On ka no kwenche Ghana for. Diska no nya. On na mabuso for diska ni na on ka che Ghana for. Enye sa still Ghana for bre.
Yeah, be share to what the achiche companies ahodo under the guise of one district, one factory. We yambeso. Your bossy can it show yambeso. Cement yatwo. Say yeah, so as in it. Rubber one district, one factory. You've got the next caller 020-898-4166. Hello, morning.
Good morning, Honorable Kwame Nka.
Well, Father Bibia Bokodiye.
Nyame idea na so akere. Aka o man penya Akufo-Addo ni Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Afedi abo manjana. Afedi
Bawudi na baby afrefri.
Ifa so ya free me bright me kasa free abuso kai.
Bright, can you dundum ne te say?
Honorable Kwame Nka, can you dundum no kra no aye weso.
Hey, etundra.
Obaka so power port ono ma. Devi a musim do kania no kra no. Me ju kra me tiase. Because sometimes kra mutimi do kania no. There 1 minute amasa aso. There's a second now masa dum no. E ma mudi say am for fridge and me ade. It's your best energy minister. Omumbo mode ana onye bibi emfa ho. Devi a mudi ebo amanfo ka. Omu say amanfo nyama no. Edoso dodo. Ade boni be na ya o mampede Akufo-Addo eni Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Eno ne question ye nyina ye busa o bright da say eni fra wo fra dwumade ne so. Ye be find last caller na fe ye kwa agudi mu nsem. Wo sabra bo no nonsia pounds ma aduanan kron. Roger Emmanuel the sports monarch on any team o my ready. E de agudi mu nsem obre. Ye last caller ni hello morning. Hello, Miss L. Tia, be free phone or so why? I don't know about Woody and a baby out for free.
Hello.
What Tia me free radio TV is a bad day? Tia more free phone or so. Hello? Hello, mommy. Oh, yeah. Emma said, what Tia me free TV and so. So what Tia free TV and so a bit delay. As I come on and call you. Eti na da bia ya kasa dwum kasa fidie na no ana kasa mfonyi no dwuma no wo dwuma no na wutie free tetefo no so a ebo ama nkomo no koyo. All right, wa ba yanko. Hello, morning.
Yeah, morning.
Wodi na ba bia free
The free
Lasebi na ya fro say
Akufo-Addo ama me speak that me big just on the light of
na can you dundum da so ho wafa nyabotre ne tie me eno a yedum kanea no eno a chi yedum no
fa na ata so sia
omodum no time bay e wala shebi
5:30 no
eno mo so on time bay
na ita ba
about time bay
okay
time bay na kanea ne sa bae
10 minutes ago ni
10 minutes ago. Okay, eno na ma ojina so ka say dum so ne da so ho. Okay, me da say. Ya dia no kra ne epe. Ah, Ghana for akasa o ma che o ma che ne e koso ne e to mo. Ba dia ba kwa ye pese ehunu every Dr. Matthew Pogo prempe ho. And it said that ben na be ye nsentwefo nhyiamu. Na wa update Ghana for anamo amutuo. Anamo na amutuo no. Matu akodu he. E dia na mo ye nsiesie ben na mo ye. Kane dundum no. Etu be twada ben. Ye pese ehunu. Ye yana se ye kane ni gina so. Amanfo mo fro mo kire se wo mo kane ni ta dundum no. E no be chemu e dia problem. E dia na amana basa. Because wo mo huna ne se ye duma ne ya saso. Ye dum so record ne de bra on. Sabre bra so se ye dia gudi mo samba bra mo Roger Emmanuel the sports monarch. E na wo bo hire binim die ntra. They say wo come Man City dia. And now that's what Man U are. Champions of United Kingdom and England. Aye, Man City. Eka kete da kasna. Aye aje. Enso amfa. Chelsea for the almost baby omugina na omupe because anya bia no. omo Manchester United 81 omo pe bigina we so ma Roger akwa Roger bibi aboko dia
Kwame, good morning. Bibi come bibi fine. Mema obi are fi say Manchester United will ka final ball.
okay
Nti o boss season vi o da medal obi so ko final. I like say on trophy less no. High. Nti eno the most important thing.
I don't hear
Trophy na no dey here. City ni Arsenal prayer this season Arsenal bomb modin papa.
But
at the end of the season, no,
yeah,
you may be such trophy burn on G.
And on the question,
trophy less.
It's in the year say one trophy.
Yes.
When your crew are there, just say
crew and no. And no dey here. And as that trophy no United year, your chance to say because go Europe next season.
Wow,
go Europe. So what I say. Nti I know dey here.
And here.
O me say senya ye hwe ne no man ko yie de. But the man ye remfi because team wa first 11 injury obia tinchen sometimes we ko bomb match kura na 2 ni na we bench na wa be mu kura bu
yanko
right now pay ya trase e dey agura so some e dey proponent so we pon on from sindie ya trase e dey some ban so basisi na otwe na do se papa ye bewura mu entokwa kese e ko so our Saudi Arabia Tyson Fury and afi Alexander Usyk entokwa e ko so no sen e na esi e ko wiye ye da ho some so e pa na unprecedented e yes say UPO title Man City for age omo aja to asem prema kumaku 9 ABC da omo atimi ayesare nra results awude tuja wo Europe nyina so ye de ho sansan bebere na fe bibirem so Zamalek agi CAF Confederation Cup and afi CAF Champions League first leg and so course no say na results na ko ye ho sam eba Ghana so no enso ados Blasters nyame atuma coach Otuado eba be na squad da pen and squad na eba nwechi bebirem na afi preparation ahead of Ghana and Omai for Mali Central African Republic World Cup qualify aresebewrem na afi ho sam ye da Ghana puti team so our Kero who some to say and also some Banafi Ghana Premier League games course Koto Konias obia so alusu no match na otwa wiye ne nyina se so sem ya di ebro e wo shono so no mo se no so se Dovita Herbal Clinic asemi kancho se ena no pay tutu na mo tentem sa doctor satenase amoye adwuma ono ma so nti ya de bia e di chese emwa ma niman koye ma ya de bia tena wo so ache ya de bia tete bia no Dovita Herbal Clinic asemi kancho se obaba so cardiovascular disease and I say a liver problem and I war and I feel be an akuma ebo peri nyina no wasi bomade say obaba so na face sekopa say a mema na nyoma shara koye say o sexual dysfunction problems and I face sexual weakness premature ejaculation bema ututu sentiment kuma ba obi on ma so mi de bi pema na moye mre Dovita Herbal Clinic say min control say tutu na mo ne brana sena from mo sere be ya wapomodin ebetimi akoka mo awoshi elank tasi rank hono mo and Dovita Herbal Clinic omo aso your friend 0246265313 0246265313 and 02055868877 02055868877 nafi ani Dovita Herbal Clinic ani omo etimi apo enkoma meeting Edi Rocha Imano from the Sports Monarch Ebo Taylor Kojo for so many Chemana no pay yesi enkonya yedi semana eba ensase entemana fiemremu na erese na nyoma SCT yemremu Ghana ampoti timuno aso se eye Kanaf eno ampoti Cup of Nation ekoso ewo Egypt na Ghana timuno ekukudue na adechia ena omuno ebo omu first match na nra ade Ghana amputi timano eye Black Challenge omu ebo omu match ananu edi kankra na ohwe game ekoso omu ne omu for Gambia for ena edi evidence bana wi no na Ghana amputi timon echi Gambia for ebo omu eka poli endan ema Gambia for na kanoman timianti abrantia yefana Hamza Mohammed 4th minute ena wodi kan epusa na nwachi ena abrantia for Yusuf Yaya wono se epusa no se etosu na fe abrantia for se Mohammed eye Mubarak wono so 47 minutes ono so ehye goal edi emagran wachino na Mubarak Kuya Mubarak Kuya eye uda oni chirema 49 minutes wasanso apusatena edi emade black challenger eno eye Ghana amputi team na Ghana afankunimidi anu di kai kra ewo Cup of Nations na etuja ewo Egypt nyame aduma Ghana ebobo ne second match eda ochina na Ghana ebo ne second match womo ni Kenya enso na ebetimi edi awidawse ewo group C antiwe eye amputi eye tournament etuja ewo Egypt husem na no so no yedi atuja no yefio na yewrum ewo Blasters of Ghana aso ye onim se enche kwa Blasters ejina kono we eye World Cup qualifier no eba so 2026 FIFA World Cup na wose Ghana yedi ehu ehyemo World Cup qualifier eno ebetimi abase no nam so ema menoka say Oda on echiremu dia na utwetwem no na tse eda Friday ada meeting kesepa ekos na we eye Zoom meeting na eno ekoso na ohwe meeting no ekosa se coach Otuado wono awo Germany mama gusu a woni Dortmund edi juma nwachi oni se assistant coach no wono se na ewo ye Europe omnyina se ehwe se bibia betima konka na meeting no hwe perform pie ma Otuado na wono akasa eka meeting no na FA president ora Keto Kreku na wono se etima kotin eye deputy general secretary Edema Ghana Football Association no Korea SRC protocol officer Edema Ghana Football Association Ura Sasante na wono so eti biti no bi and afi Ura lawyer Prosper Harrisonado na wono etima akoti Ura Makado as wono eye FA vice na afi wasaso Dwabo Ase eye Blasters management committee chairman na wono so eka meeting no na meeting no wie no na perefo de atuja se players a womo episode bitire mu na afi omba besi akan erima o Ghana no perefo ase a omo invite players no se bibia so ebetimi akoka na semba kwa eno ko wima penfo eboso tonto ni se coach no awose otimi ba beduntam se de be Blasters ye squad no ye betimi de abana fi preparation asase na onim se Borussia Dortmund ono mo season no ebeba na wi after se 1st June UEFA Champions League na se Borussia Dortmund omo de Real Madrid omo ebona giso mo wie ansa na omo season abana wi asa na no no coach Otuado officially otimi abehye juma se e de ama the Blasters of Ghana 24 agusu ebon tonto se de be ya Blasters ebetimi awie preparation intentem se de be ya coach Otuado ebetimi abepiem awo Ghana tem na afi preparation omo ahyem kina na nyama etimi akọ na ohwemite no se na nyama sikọ 24 asisu dia ehwe ne be se nyama ya duma omo ehwe ne be se Friday and after Saturday Blasters ye squad ye about 2 games in Ghana against Mali our Bamako and after Ghana against Central African Republic our Kumase Baba Sports no sa squad no ebetimi about no se coach no betimi abeduntam and sana squad no ababonte no enu eni ade aka emperefogusu a no edi enu so ehun komo na se no so se squad no na ohwese na no message players no dodo na likely some ebetimi awrem our squad mo no ahwese be ya nema ebetimi akoko no se na sen players bit said dola matemo na enya dia nema ekoye erima omo awo clubs emperefo ehwese players nema sharan koye awo club level no omo we se bia omo nya opportunity na omo abana se omo nya opportunity e ma me jirem ensa kan e fa ma oma gena sasa na other players bia omo aka nema sharan koye e ma omo awo abrochi nya no area sa players nya dia coach no ebetu ne sa e dia free be so e be nya opportunity na fe omo awromanwachi ababetu ja se new faces bi so ono ma omo so Blaster squad no omo nyina so ebetimi apiemu ahwese de be ya nioma ebetimi akoka na woni se Blasters yen players ni eda omo so no abrante ba ko efe Inaki Williams so sina kan ma Atletico Bilbao over Spain per for ehwe no se obetimi apa na oba bejire esi akan area ma the Blasters of Ghana na woni se Spain per for boss season wie no na se African player so wono owo La Liga no mo ne mo kon kan pa no enra per for edi Sabas bono ma Inaki Williams so no ena ne sa etimi eka Sabas bono se African player ne mo akon kan owo La Liga no mo nyina no Inaki Williams so no ena Sabas bono so ekọ yeso edi ema no ntiwe kakra eno so efie no ma eba yehwe no se Blaster squad no ne tin ebetimi apim the likes of Joseph Pinto ena fe Kudus Mohamed munyina omnyina ebetimi agrumo Blasters squad no na wa hwese de be ya neoma ense ebetimi akoye nsu de amantiwe kakra efi Blasters wo campa eno so etimi ababetu League yanko na Ghana Premier League yehwe match day 30 matches ahodo ano so eba so na ochewie na FIFA results na entuja Friday na esha se onum se Abraham Kese ana ne Sports Stadium ho ana Nation FC echi Clarence ehwe makaba comment me antenu echi na afi Brokum Chelsea almost Saturday almost Krobia Kumasi Asante Kotoko ehwe kamino ma Asante Kotoko so eti kanaba kwa Abrantia ya for na Steve Makwala edi kanse go edi Makotoko nwechi na Abrantia for na Steve na Mankuna wono eti kano erima Chelsea esa so edi bakoso edi epesu penalty na odi eti kana free kick omopoe na wasade ne tikan ya atena sase kasa erima Brokum Chelsea nwechi no ade House of Folk almost atena fi Mediana Stars epo makaba kwa almost antimi so anti o mo kasa so efi Dreams FC so atena fi Theatre of Dreams ema Heart of Lion ekoshe makamienu a almost eti kanaba ko Lagos City ehye kamienu ema Great Olympics so eti kanaba ba ko Midiama Shebako Red Tamale United so antimi antena fi so temashe 9 ema Gold Stars Intimate Samates ehye kamiensa ema Bofakwana antu antimi anti enwechi no ade Apatem United ehye kamiensa Kalela United so eti kanamubako league table after match day 30 say na eti Samates say still league no onomo atwimu 6 pointer omo de eko manima Samates na edan kan 55 point na ekuta Samates ni otosumi no as a club by Nation FC 48 pointer omo so edi corner field na woni etrema ni otosumi nsa Diana Stars so 46 points ni otoso 9 Midiama Sporting Club so 46 point na fenum so Teman 45 point and after your Tosusia Betem United 44 point in so Accra Lions almost set us 44 point and Kutamongochi Brokum Chelsea 44 point in Cron Legon Cities 41 point do Kotoko so 40 point in Afidubako Gold Stars 40 point Dubiano House of Folk 38 point Dumiansa Betem United and Kalela United Kalela United etos du miensa 37 point and Kalela United ekutana fiduna Dreams FC almost say 35 point dunum club of Heart of Lion say 35 point dunsia Great Olympics 33 point dunson Bofakwatano 33 point na fe club what to do Red Tamale United almost just 28 point onomo Eda Ase no top scorers oda woni chima Brokum Chelsea omo Abrante for the Silver Mankuna wano ashe 13 goals na fe Hamza Isa House of Folk so ashe 12 goals and after Abrante for the Silver Mankuna wano so Kotoko ashe 12 goals na fe Evans Osewusu Samates ashe 10 goals and Isaac Minta wano so Diana Stars ashe 9 goals Abrante for no Gesino Krabetu United so ashe 9 goals na fe Prince Osewusu wano so anase Prince Kobono Husu Gold Stars wano so ashe 9 goals na fe Abrante for no Alice Eso wano so Esina Kain rema Gold Stars Alice Eso wano so etimi ashe 8 goals so wano fe Abrante yefene Dauda Saka wano Esina Kain rema Bofokwatano wano so abo 8 goals and sabepe and top scorers wano so ahonsam so esitie na onim se Brokum Chelsea echi Kumasi Asante Kotoko ebo makamye no amutimu bakono after the game and a coach rema Brokum Chelsea coach efene se Samuel Bodu and some crowd to Jayenti Samuel Bodu some kind.
As you compare what I've went through since I came here and winning the Kotoko, I know it's a plus, and I'm really happy for that. Yeah, no, I knew definitely that I'll come back. I know that I'll come back because I know myself, me and Kotoko, and the players as well. So we know that definitely at the end of the 90 minutes, yeah, we're gonna take the win.
Okay, Tiana no, sema coach for the Sabobodu coach Edma Brokum Chelsea. And I'm going to say what is answer at January. Prosper na Togum, Asante the commander, or us Ekasi Yentino.
I think we played well. We had our chances in the first half that we could have gone up by 3 goals or even more. But then we couldn't take our chances. And then they came back. And then they got our penalty. And then the second goal. We deserve to have won this game. We played better. We created some few decent chances that we could have taken our chances. But you saw it. I don't want to mention that person's name. Intimidation. That is it.
Okay, coach, your father said Prosper na Togum. And I would tell you, Refino, Pesebo Boni Dinkra, Refino, Omoni Dinkra, Nakofa, some Aprenom, Nisama Kaino, Diana Stars. ebechi House of Folk ehye kaba comment me anti eno and after the game no coach ya champion manager Arima club boy for Diana Stars yeti ni some kind.
I think coming here, we ask them to give their best and prove themselves. And I'm happy that they are able to prove themselves. We decided to hold the ball, move the ball as much as we can, and then open them up, and then we can penetrate. But it's just unfortunate that we lost a lot of chances, which we should have finished the game in the first half. But it's football, that's how it is.
Okay, coach, your champion Diana Stars coach, I don't know, Abubakar Watara. Manager Arima House of Folk after a defeat. We are
playing badly. We don't have any motivation today. I don't understand what happened. It's very disastrous. It's disappointed completely. The key players who come out for nothing. All the plans are down. It's very difficult, but these boys, I can't understand them. Today you are good, tomorrow you are bad. I don't understand what happened. But today is very bad game. I don't have anything to say. Very bad game. But
and somehow, Papa, say, passing pa, and I coach Abubakar Watara. Or the can say, I say, of course, Runa Ba from Has, na by corner, but doom so, how coach the pa, and I would say, what they want someone to Jano. Coach Abraham Tanko, I am manager Macala, said, I to say, Abraham Kase, a venue back, so corner, idea for intimidation, T pa, dear, over Fabi Muye Panuti, and normally suit to Nation FC and Abraham Tanko.
I mean, the performance was good, but the intimidation was too much. I don't want to say anything because now if you say anything you get punished. So I congratulate Nation, they beat us and have the 3 points. We play our normal game, we have more possession, especially in the first half, for the first 25 minutes. But like I said, we lose, we are going to concentrate in the next game, that's it.
Okay, coach, Brave Tanko, Akala's manager, I don't know, Kasim Mengo, your manager, Nation FC. So, Akala's Gramuye Loki, Kagos, and I compass Mosheno, players and Antiki chances, Naka some share Mongo, CNT, Kasim Mengo.
They are very good side. They keep the ball, we also keep the ball, so it's going to be an interesting game. But we need the point more than they did it. And fortunately for us, we've got the point. You saw it, you saw what happened in the ball, 3 occasions. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to complain about officiating, so I don't want to talk about it.
KT Kasim Mingo and Amotine Canona Division 1 no ho ayeshi papa special zone 3 and moye ding essence say Division 1 zone 3 no club of the Vision FC omone that top atrom divisa and ababetosi essence na uchewie nra omochi ho United ehye omte say omabetosi mienu 46 point and equita omo after omo match no and according to Trump a founder as I say coach Erima Trump divisa yentie sema crowd tuja.
The dream already has been to qualify right from onset. Even though we had some players traveling outside and here and there, the league has been on and off. There's a lot of matches that we should have won at home, and that is football. It happens. Now we are able to manage to grab the 46 points, which is 6 points different from Vision. We are having a game against them next week Sunday, and I tell you, very sure that we are going to take the 3 points, and it will remain 3. So the league is open to the end. Whoever wins it, we will always congratulate the club. I think this season has been a very different league entirely. It has been very competitive. There are some lapses which are matters in the game, like today. Officiating is very poor. It's very bad. You can see that my team is playing against 13 or 14 men on the field.
Okay, no, sama Godina Trump, Hanisam, Awa, Canona, now Chivia Saturday, Ahmachin Yasam Kituantoka Kasipa, and a course our Saudi Arabia, my Brontia, and now Penny for Alexandra Usik, one air Brontia for a Tassin Fury. And Eddie Eshasuna Usik, Etin Kunimo, our Bauta, and no Etimikos and Asufio, title baako mako enan na wakika ni nyina boma na wagye ni nyina sanse WBA na afi WBO WBC na afi IBF world title na peniwe waka ni nyina boma so yes na bite na square 9 minutes and I say run 9 na Brante for say Alexander Usyk abo Brante for Tyson Fury otofo mu no na na mu ayedie pa e dia mana ntie wie bibia no na sei na scoreboard na etie na te say e dia first one no ekoye 115 112 113 114 and afi ni twato 114 113 entiwe ani ntokwa ekoso ewo Saudi Arabia te say club of Zamalek CAF Confederation Cup omo agene premier ni sanse 2018 eye dikan ya omo gie na nura omo sansu ci RS Bikani ebom kaba comment Zamalek omo na CAF Confederation Cup no omo agi ediesi omo na so ede CAF Champions League and so first leg ekose Sprande Tunis etena Tunisia ne El Ahly so ade se bana wie no na te se obia ntumi amposa tena ehwenem celebrate telegram and so ebetimi so abasna yipio no na se nura ebetuja se Man City for esili bibia sanse Kudus edwana numsa so bobu apate na ka Arsenal for agi ntimi awie pe wo she go de ne go na efeye pa wo she go Arima West Ham United se bana wie no na ayade Man City echiomo ebom ekamiensa Emma West Ham United omo eti ekanamo baako penti se no oda oni kiremu de Arsenal for ntimi angi yipia no sanse Arsenal etina Emirates Stadium echi Everton eshoma kamienu a Everton etimu baako se nyina kino ntimi anwie omo peyo Adama se koso Brentford etina Newcastle shene kanan ema otimu mienu na fi club a yefuna Brighton Hove Albion fi Manchester United ebom kamienu a omo sentiment Burnley etina fi Nottingham Forest eshoma kamienu mo so etimu baako na fi Chelsea eshe mienu ma Bournemouth etimu baako Crystal Palace eshe kanum ema Aston Villa enso ntimi anti na fi Liverpool eshe kamienu ma Wolves ntimi anti Luton Town enso tina Fulham ko shema kananya omo se etimu mienu na fi club a yefuna Sheffield United enso tina fi Man City na Tottenham Hotspur Tottenham ekoshema kamiensa omo se ntimi anti te yipia they say Europe ni ye bibia they say ye bibia abo leagues ni nyina wie nti kwame
let's just aye
pinso nemo club of the season.
Yeah.
Mini club of the season.
Arsenal.
That be bad of a course.
Oh, okay.
51 matches unbeaten.
51 matches.
Yes. 59 record the whole Europe. Oma break had a big crowd to so. Hana Benfica. And a 59 years record. Oma breakers had the account. 51 matches.
No wonder.
Competition be omukum bianso. So one year omo final.
Wow.
German Cup omo final ball. Europa omo final ball. And a Bundesliga so. Oma Argentina next season Europe there. Ebede some of Champions League ebede kwam ma fancy $70 na mo emre nti and to aso wo so dey gu animu ni I say you know so papa doso hotel
scandals no doso scandals no doso and many akra covid akọ ya beto ye boss ni ewura ni nyina mu one by one ketazo de proye ne krono na ye di wi o my Ghana no yanka hwan na beka Yanka, why na beka?
Sentini yabo abasi.
Yes, why na beka nya basu body asa.
And one time,
oh Roger, fa basu body e de to nchen. Me say yanka why na beka? Fanasa,
you mate.
Because man for your madwin say, omo beso beka. For instance, sa ejapade book no. E hono na nsem nyina wo. O pese hunu ne entia. Sa Rock City no. Any eyi brand na tampon. The hotel all of a sudden and when I want dear bradwin and in the Asiaswa, it says little Japadina hotel Japadina, Yavancho Moza, Kokaya Japadia Bukno. What kind of who is ever womb? And a Japadia Bukno, Nazayan ya tray yo. And yet Nazayan ya tray. What more tray son of Moba Bam? Wow. And a moon woman you see one by one. Charlie. As a Ghana no eye sinibi
attempts
tesa kufu ado amemwe no I say sinibia obi atwa dada ye Ghana for no yeka wo mo mu stress ni hu bio wo ro a wo play ebia wo ya waka pass ebia be me ya toka pass
wow
obia wo ro
we ye there say we sika zibekum say we ni obi
and we ye asam ne say wo mo de Ghana sika ne beko na koma de wo mo
sika de say wo de wo
na koma de wo Ghana ni no mo no abaye adefo no masa betena ya pampam wo mo wi no mo ma abeka che ye ma say mo papa mo bra no enu ti na mote te bia ya mutimi yɛbɛdi nkɔmmɔ nea nti a twene n'ani da hɔ na nso yoko se wɔno deɛ nkyɛn mu na ɔbɛbɔ no yɛbɛka ho asɛm wabra yɛbɔ tonton sansaba no pai meka sɛ mensaka promo no roger wabra meda wase mensaka promo no ɛnɛ me ne wa mɛhyɛ ase atwa star 274 star 10 hash ti sɛ friday bɛba no wobɛtumi anya 5,000 Ghana cedis friday wei yɛde 5,000 cedis ɛna ɛto so ɛti dial star 274 star 10 hash yɛbɛyɛ jackpot kɛseɛ paa friday wei kɔsoa ne twa ɛnɛ monday mesi kɔsoa ne twa na na de wɔn ma wo fie mfa sika mbɛhyɛ obotom ba omia nso nyɛ n'adwen sɛ sidi na ayɛ hata no wɔbɛyɛ ho biribi wɔnyɛ n'adwen in fact wɔn ka ho asɛm mpo wɔni ho nsɔano aduro ɛna wɔnam na wɔhyehyɛ bɔ ahodoɔ ɛna bɔ no nso a wɔhyɛ no daa ne daa nyinaa nso kasa a ɛyɛ mframa a ne nam awiase afa no nyinaa nso ɛyiri ma ɛkyɛw nneɛ nti a mekasa mene akora kofi daako ɛnɛ let's talk education consult bɛba fie a madam time bomb wɔ tv so ne radio so bɛba abɛkyerɛkyerɛ nɔɔma bi ba ansa na no yɛda ɛho aba ne abɛbɔ yɛ tonton sasan
Samaba. Na Sawachi. Koya. Natural Samaba. Na Sawachi. Koya. Natural Samaba.
I am more of a son of a yard. Bobiati. Ubano, I hear the car. No baby, you Sunawaka. Now this government today in Yakula.
Sauti Konkoya.
Nature say, oh, fire.
Many a crack of it, comedian, Kwame Minka, Cranny, a crap room,
Kwame, my telephone, yes, watching.
And then what temper,
young abba.
Chrono, yeah, boy, you know, and then home common ye baby. Yeah, now for your Rama Cosi, and now there be a man home so, Wabra, yeah, campaign. A fia, yeah, Quacotuaba. Answer, no, yes, I say free, Catanzana Proya once a rat. A Grabakaya, a year 2017, yeah, January 7. Wabra, His Excellency Nanado Danko Gufado, was shy, crack, conference, shy, a Casaria, Nanu, some medicano, a moving say, was a young Ghana for. Was say and say, young Timemu for, yeah. Now, ma'am, yambe yabashade for me and Mashade. Was it young Timemu for my yambe yabashade for Sapepe? I ask you to be citizens, yeah, citizens and not spectators. It does not matter if those words were plagiarized. The minimum is a metifria Kufado. Sanokai. It's a no me grasso say, I have some man and some here, no person the 2 Ghana for him. Yeah. Number 2, was I not this a man a dicano? What dying a dica money to be a say? One no, Bawabano, Wababo, my Ghana boss or by. I shall protect the public pet. Sanokai, or Bawab and Brababudi or Swokai, a brand or Casasam. You, no pensions, no be a money show. Yeah, Ben now said, I'm for drinks. If a pay what you need bread a bow and a Ghana than a Kuma swoop. It is Gabaye pension grandma crano. 1 J. Yeah. And a wobble when you know Casa. Yeah. Say, I shall protect the public purse. Now, say, my boy, my Ghana boss or buying. And as I know, me, just the abusan. Okay. The Nika or my Ghana boss. The Tibia to say, Sabri, you. And a Ghana, any sika to the point, say, a kai yet, you. Ghana Nisika to the point, say, and then you a years ago, this year, one man on here, and I'm saying, I can't wait in tea. You're sitting now what they were from, yeah. Was Sabre, yeah, ye campa, ye dinner, yen piampuno. And yes, ye cabina, ye tria, and now 20. Ama Sika, ye see one man on Yako from no, yen tria, yen tria. You say, you're dying, and this say, yen yak one dinner, ye betria, yenibia, one it's yet twice and that, yeah. You took 2026, you took 2035, sir, and then the home crowd back. It is a cash for my Ghana, no, Yentia, as you sit in now, what they are from to the point, say, area that from I say, Obia when I am tua, the Yamatu, sir, the hoarding in our sir, what that from my wharf or per se, what from my for some Mumba, what Casacre, Ma, Obian, Timpo, Ghana City, no, the Tibiano, no, yeah. And Pempesu Edru no Ghana City ne kasa na what yet them cry entimi yadan Emma obi antene nka ahodi nim ana dollar ne dimrika gikikika ne kwada da ana wo hwe ba bia City na dru na se agency nkyani bi ne wo se esi ansana City na timanya sa ahodi na dollar na nya obetimi ato no ne tebia no eti aba aboso na aboso no emu apai hwinim bibienim etuate empty ama sika nim bibie nim eti sa bosha mienu a wo say wanti wani so ya na bosha ba kwa anasa asema wo ka kire ye ya ye de enam se yanya kufu ado ye timamufo ye beye ene se wo ka kire se yenye timamufo ma yenye behwadefo ye mehwade keke eti ye metena se metena ye Ghana dabi enfo ye ni hwe se niema nkoyi ma mi Cecilia dapa sikapudu obi sei ebegu ni dem wa bra ye de ne bra atutu sa sika na ene ne bo abra wa bra ye bisa se ma mi esika wunya firi hi a wa ye kom ye metena se ma ye behwadefo dabi ye beka wasem kopim se ye begira ye mamra no so na ye hwehwemu enu ba bia sika ifiri ba ye titiri wo sabra ye titi se adu plemu mpo no wonya sa sika pudu ni bi no asa na abekwa akwatena adu plenu no no wate bi dia ma odika busa se we Ghana ni we ye ni no wate bi ma se we de so mu jikura me yedu Ghana na ma je ba de wɔhwehwɛ nipa bɛboro deɛ wɔ hɔ deɛ ɛteteɛ no no Sicilia Dapanya no kora bɛka kyerɛ yɛn mo wotete sika no bi hyehyɛhyɛ Ghanafoɔ bi nsɛm ɛna ɔmo te na adupire mu ɛno na ɔnam so a wotumi de saa sika no bɛdu ɔman Ghana sɛ nyɛ no kora wo ne ɛyɛ ti wa adoda nkwa mo mmra abɔnten na mo bɛkyerɛ mu because saa bere a mo nyina maka ma no atom no ato yɛn ne sɛ yɛde yɛ adwen ɛne atesɛm ɛyɛ adwuma saa pɛpɛpɛ sɛ mo mpɛ sɛ yɛde atesɛm ɛne yɛ adwen ɛbɛbu aka nsɛm afa Mami Cecilia Dapa esika yi ho asɛm a ɛne mo mmra ɛne yoko hwehwɛmu no munyɛ wɔ Ghana din mu no saa wɔ sɛdeɛ mo nhyehyɛ esitia no munyɛ hwehwɛmu no na yɛhunu baabi a Mami Cecilia Dapa nya ne sika ne firi ba sika ne firi sika kɛseɛ sa sika puduo sa sika no dɔso kwame emu nketewa mpɔ ɛna naboafoɔ ekɔ wia yɛ yo wɔ mo wia nyɛ sɛ ɛntɛm wa na ɔmo hunu yo dabi akyire yi ɛna ɔmo hu sɛ sika no sɛ bi afirim sɛ na bi afirim ɛsɛ sɛ sika no dɔɔso ɛti sika no do a na da hɔ no na wankasa mbo wɔnim sɛ obi awie sika no bi ayi bi afirim ɛti ɛnɛ no sɛ baabi a sika no nyaɛ no mu firi yɛ no mu mmra iyɔkɔ nsusu no wona tumi no Ghana mamra no ma ho kwan sɛ biribi a yɛsusu sɛ obi anya sika bi na nkwampa so ne obɛni kan sɛ money laundering ɔde sika bi ni na baabi a enye no wona tumi ni ma nkwan sɛ obɛtumi ayɛ hwehwɛ mu ɛti yɛ hwehwɛ mu no na fe mu mmra bɔnten mɛkyerɛ yɛ sɛ sika no nyɛ firi ɛti hwade o Adam Bona ɛyɛ security analyst wɔ security expert ɛbaba mbɔ mu nsɛm a wɔyɛ obi a wabe ho paa ne yɛtaa ne di nkɔmmɔ ofia ɛnam yɛhwɛ sɛ yɛpusu ahoma no a ne yɛyɛ na wɔbɛkasa but you see what the video be about bontain what there tiwa adodankwa mo dia wada yoko ano no yoko boss ma me tiwa adodankwa de kanena wo ye CID boss e wo police o be se eye abusuafo nkuran se mayua na o mayera no e mayua na ye twa omu di omu sie ye no wo huru ba bi omu wo na nche bi omu ba be ka omu nsa a ekwa wi akire no bibi se ansie na aban we hwe ye manesa benya di brefo bi se wo goda yoko ano obi a wa credibility problems obi a wakasa yentimi nya gidie woni mu obi a ensem bebra beda abonti a kire se ensem a efa aban ho ensem efa bambo ho wakata kata so e de ntuma bi dwendwira ho enam party 70 na se ne akwai ya tam yoko di brekase we e ya sadensa. So what do you expect? Get here, say, obetumi aye. Anya party some ya no be. Party na no be be. Anya party some ye be no be. Some say yenim so on ye nua A+ me conversation bi. Ene ye number 1. Ene ye number 1. Em wo be ka say A+. Okache A+ say. Okache A+ say some party nsɛm no ma mo on fa asɛm no ma moten won kasa. Ye pese ye begu mampani hu fi. Ye pese ye begu mampani hu fi. Ye pese ye dimguase be tre ye. So won enti party some na. Enti asɛm ye ndwinam ho. So won. Se wa bro ni de yi ba ye. Sa pepe no. Ede no anye. Enu so sa. Ede no wanka. Mo egosi sai. Engosi aga mi ti wa dodankwa se wo hwɛ mi asɛm a mi kan. Wonje wachiri wunim. And President Akufo-Addo, His Excellency, over the weekend, the convoy Konya accident. Yababa so, what also ni masama yekan? Onim the ayeka, onim the ayer partner, onim. People with credibility issues have no business close to public offices. Yet sensitive public offices. Yeah, to say Yoko. Etina Adam Bona, raising these questions. Wato question no dia manity wado nankwa na yesa bebo video ni bio Ghana ni bia wo hwe yetie ye fa o party sam to nkyɛn fa Ghana dwene edi yechi fa Ghana sunsum edi yechi because obi amoye pass ye metena ye go obi hu fin dabi eni mintitiem eni akra so ntitiem dabi ti ye ti magana eye Ghana nti na ti ha se ye ti ye Ghana na obi a oye bola minister hwesika podo se ya hwesika gudi dem hwesika wei na hwa adwen a de besi nkofo tirim bedu bebezo bi krab no na amafo suro se wanhwa ye bedu mire bi no amafo betam tuo dia kokko ministers efie se omu pesika wo mu because sika hwesika twitwiri dia mudi akosie wo ho na wonya kwanya sei se ye hwehwemu se de be ya nokre no be ba be dan ne ho adia edie na wo di sie eden na usuro what do you have to hide eden na wo di sie enu nti wada ni easier eje ye twe wadwen si bibi so ansa na wetu anamo ye di Adam Bona ye ko Adam Bona. And Adam Bona video ni ready. Yehowa. Anya ready yet. Video ni nya ready. You go so yes. But you see ni nyina fa a suspicion of corruption. And as en susu ya ya wafa ketanse ne proye ho ene his excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo ya waye na adwen se saa de kro na ye fro no ketanse ne proye a woni ye campaign e de ba abem no ya waye na adwen se won ne ni kaka bia won ko ho ntoko bia
onka ho asem bia
wajam kra obi anya bi
so ho
obi andi bi no
so ho ɛnuti na wobɛhwɛ wɔn a wɔapɔnti wɔn sɛ ɔne wɔn ɛbɛbu Ghana man yi nneɛma nkɔ yi a yesu sɛ ketahyɛ pɔrɔ ne dwumdi akɔ so wɔn adwuma mu no de bia da ɔba no abɛklɛ wɔn ɛnunti na ɛnɛ Akufo-Addo asobi a na ɔreba in 2015 wɔka kyerɛ sɛ ɔyɛ no nonsense man when it comes to corruption fighter wonim na ɔba na aba mu ɔnankasa nso bɛka sɛ ɔba nyɛ public service mu na ɔbɛnya sika no ɔsɛ ne kɔ private sector no ɛnɛ wɔgya ne nyina mu
ɛnɛ wɔgya ne nyina to the point sɛ Cecilia da paasɛm yi baa yɛ wɔba abɔnten wɔ kratatwerɛ kwan so ɛbɛka sɛ asɛm no mmra na wieɛ no na medɔfo Cecilia wo so nsa aborɔbɛ
ɛno imagine
ɔsɛ Cecilia da paasɛm no baeɛ no yɛnya amanebɔ bi a na ɛkyerɛ sɛ minister bi wɔhwɛ me sisiɛ minister bi fie nkurɔfoɔ bi bɔ wura mu sɛ nkɔmɔ kɔpɛ sika sɛ na sika no kyɛ polytank mu
so wohu
sɛ sika no yɛsɛ yɛde asie tank mu polytank mu
can you imagine yɛde sika no kɔsie wɔ polytank
Cecilia da paasɛm no baeɛ pɛ ɛna saa issues wei baeɛ. And you see, Martin Pebu, one of the lawyers, and also the legal brains, and what Ghana ha, a dying a deep face, says, Sana Tiadia, and yes, I said, your mummy and Shasia. Now, Mamma Hoka ministers, and the Mamma Bemo, Mamma Hoka, and Yamamufi. Now, I'm a Jessica Guo,
Yamashika Guo,
Yapasia,
and you titia.
I did no crana Ghana for penny, 18 and Ibra Basse, Yoko is a say, Wunaka, special prosecutor said, Babia. wɔpɛ sɛ wɔde n'ani kyerɛ ɛwɔ saa hwehwɛ mu no saa ahoɔden no wɔni woyɔkɔ wo na wɔ saa ahoɔden no enti wowɔ saa ahoɔden no gyina wo tumi so na yɛ hwehwɛ mu na yɔkɔ bɔs aba abɔnten sɛ wɔ nea yɛhunu no ɛne sɛdeɛ woyɛ wo hwehwɛ mu no wahu sɛ wei no ɛnkosi aga akɔyɛ sɛ yɛne nam po so a yɛpɛ nam a yɛnya nam enti wei no ɛnkosi aga kyɛ sɛ asɛm no wɔaberɛ a wonya hwehwɛ mu no woabua
asɛm no bɛkyɛ sɛ wɔn a yɛ wɔn adwe sɛ adeɛ a yɛfrɛ no sɛ nhwehwɛ mu a wɔbɛyɛ ɛde afa corruption ho ne yoko no wɔbɛ sɛ ɔbɛyɛ ɛti na party sɛm na ɛna ogu so ɔreyɛ
and yɛbɛdraw link no between the AC ɛne deɛ wɔ agyapadeɛ book document no but ansa na no mesrɛ ma afɛdeɛ ɛyɛ owura Adam Bona ne video na wɔyɛɛyɛ a yɛdedicate ɛde ama ɛyɛ Maame Tiwa Addo Dankwa no meyɛ sure sɛ saa berɛ deɛ ayɛ ready mom yɛmmɔ na atiefoɔ ne ahwɛfoɔ ɛntie ne yɛnhwɛ.
Hello, I am Adam Bona. I am a citizen of this country and not a spectator, as the president some time ago enjoined us to be. I am using this medium to invite Parliament and by extension the Right Honourable Speaker of Parliament to institute a probe into the Cecilia Dapa cash saga. I have a feeling Iyoko is not telling us the truth. And I can say with certainty that Iyoko has also become the headquarters of corruption. There is a need to investigate what happened between these two institutions under the executive. These two institutions, Iyoko and Special Prosecutor, are both under the Attorney General's office. And so to have Iyoko being handed over the file to investigate this under money laundering, which comes under them, and to have Iyoko come back and forth and later tell us that, well, they couldn't do anything about it, if you ask me, is mind-boggling. And as a citizen and not a spectator, I would ask for an inquest. I would ask the Right Honourable Speaker and by extension Parliament to institute a probe. That is the only way we'll get to know. There are a lot of things that are going on within Iyoko that some of us find very unfortunate. And probably when these things begin to unfold, maybe if the Speaker is minded to give an extended terms of reference. I mean, this is not to say I know what is going to happen, but if the Speaker would do this, I believe that we are going to have Ghanaians come out and tell the committee, if there is a bipartisan probe, the committee, what they know. And I can say with certainty that the boss of Iyoko is not telling Ghanaians the truth. She's telling Ghanaians half truth. And she knows I know that she's telling Ghanaians half truth. She needs to come out to tell Ghanaians what actually happened to the money that we are discussing at the moment between herself and the special prosecutor. And I tend to think that the special prosecutor might have done what it's under their you know, their act, what under their domain. But if you ask me, I would say that Iyoko is not telling us the truth. And so let's see what if Parliament is going to get involved. And once again, like I said, I am Adam Bona, and I am a citizen of this country. Citizen of Ghana. I'm not a spectator.
Fantastic.
As the president enjoined us to be sometime.
Me so me Kwame Minka. Me yetimamni.
Yeah.
Me ye behwade ni. Wo de wan.
Me din dia akra ko fi da ko.
We yetimamni.
Me yetimamni.
Wan be
behwade.
Eti hwa ya behwade ni ntini se yen tra se nya hwan
dabi
e ma asem we nkokwa
dabi
yoko wo asede
ya
eye ma meti wo adodankwa wo asodie da wo so
sa
se nsem no ye hipu de to e de to so
ya
ye de oba ye sare be ya asem ne ye be pa ne puma sibre we ye simple and short
enu nti na oti ho
eni ukwan so me ye kasa bebrebe
dabi
edi enti ne ye to ne tuaka
mo
edi enti ne ye to esi dan fefe sei e na wutim
niema bi senti
e dan fefe he yoko dan no
kama
e conditioner wo dem
e wom
ka wutim
kama
Ghana for to ne ye tuaka
fuel auto nyina ye
to Ghana for to ne ye de sadie na se Ghana for no mo to mo Ghana asem wo asi wo madwe ba asem no so e ya asem hia ma mo no mo bisa se wo Ghana ni na ye de ye to ne tua wo ka no wasadie ne se bibi sa ba e wo se wo ye hwemu no e de wo ka che se wo no sa hwemu we no wo ye ngosi aga na de na wo ye ya wo hu se ngosi aga
e de na wo ye
e de na wonim da wonim sa asem we wo sa se ye hu hwemu a ngosi aga what do you know
de na wonim
what do you know
so wo hu
wonim hwe because asem no wan kasa yoko no wonya hwehwemu bia
ya
ehwehwemu abetodwa ene de OSP aye no eti OSP say wa ye dru baabi na baabi a wadu no sa tumi no woni eti wo gira wo tumi no so
na fa ye
sika horo ye
sa
efa no
sa
kwana kwaye
usimenye
ye ngosi aga and what is your basis of saying say wo ye ngosi aga now we make reference to OSP ni hwehwemu no ye me wa OSP hwehwemu no ye no wo ye based on a different agenda crowd.
So
now we buy na ye hunu ba bia ma mesisi adapa esika free buy ya adane bo atwiri
umba be
eti Adam Bona say speaker of parliament say won ye ba on time mo right honorable Alban Sumana Baben and now won ye ba on time mo yes institute a bipartisan probe into this matter
we nhwehwem
but am a reho say your institution be to say Yoko and OSP asem bi say omentiment di hudwuma
na
abase say e chem rase bedwafie
ena
ehɔ na ye re akɔse
eti na chem say Yoko no awo hɔ no sisia no ye sika na edi tu anka na fa so ben na Ghana fo ye nya wo so
yeah I mean Yoko OSP fa so ben ye nya free
ho fa so ben na wo so
and this is here baba to kisia jabe wa bra ye bra na ekɔ no ti ye tubrika de e baba to kisia jabe yes this week and on your corner, a Martinamidu, I will try crata say, Yentu Adiaso, Yentu, Kizia Adiaso. Yes, this will marry Jasso.
Eti enye Martinamidu Kwana no bekache yente, Ekufado ye mother serpent of corruption.
One a kind.
No, no, Korea send the petition, Akoma Ekufado, the same Ekufado, the same Ekufado. Saki, the predecessor.
On what basis? And yes, what they say was less or money information one farm mano.
Etianuti
was less or one money who a catria Najuma for next year. One farm mano and was say special prosecutor no Bibia Etieti Ambrano Edia was say was for some go for me yet you more. Ah, Nazango for no for some yet you no. Nay and some bain and nana were Jinas what the yes I more. Sansem na wogina so de yes ade no Martinamidu eyasem hia bibisa
eyasem hia na omapani Akufado so denti na atwimu wo pese wo ya de jaso sa kwame
yesi ye de ade no wura Jubilee House no ebra wo de wura ho no na obi dibidika kokoto ebra odi eti wunie wo na me de paper na ba onchen eti me de amount sa bra na me de ma no oni akono se we sa me ho dadada ekoko chief justice so say chief justice say kata we free man panyi wo so mo de
adentina o man panyi Akufado ne
ba mo ba kan cham se meboa
adentina ne ma bi se no oye na jaso sa e na ne ma be hia Ghana fo de ya no on pese obe ka ho asem
be de president Akufado de ne ye nim dada o ba Martinamidu ana ne ho adwime ne ho ayɛ me nwanwa owura Martinamidu I don't know what the game plan is minim de wɔhwehwɛ minim ne enti a wɔtu saa namɔ wei ɛna minim ne enti a saa brɛ wei no wɔyɛ saa deɛ wei badeɛ baako a minim ne sɛ kisi agya bensi week wei mu wɔba bɛyɛ nsɛntwerɛfoɔ nhyia mu na scandals ahodoɔ a wɔgu so a wɔyɛ ho hwehwɛ mu no wɔbɛbie so de akyɛ Ghanafoɔ nyinaa enti na ɛne mobɛte sounds ɛne yɛbɛte ɛne mompɛ sɛ mobɛte sounds a afei na kisi agya ben ɛba bɛbiem
obi bɛbisa sɛ
na mate sounds ne yie
Martina Midu ɔno nso ɔwɔ biribi a ɔsoro anaa anasɛ dɛ nti na ɔmpɛ ɔyɛ nti a ɔsɛ kitikitiki yɛmpam kisi agya
because ɛberɛ a wɔka kyerɛ sɛ President Akufo-Addo ɛyɛ mother serpent of corruption no na adwene a wɔde to yɛ tirim ne sɛ ɛba kɛtasɛ ne porɔyɛ ho ko a yɛntimi nya gyidie wɔ ne mu saa ɛti ɛna gyidie foforɔ no a wɔnyɛ wɔ President Akufo-Addo mu no ɛfiri hefa
ɛfiri hefa ne firi
because wɔne gyidie wɔ ne mu a wɔmfa krataa bi saa nkɔma no sɛ wɔyɛ mother serpent of corruption a akɔhu na wɔ so wɔdwane ya eti ɛnɛ saa akokodoro foforɔ no a wɔnya wɔtumi de kɔgyina President Akufo-Addo anim no saa akokodoro no ɛfiri
ɛna nyɛ Martina Midu
ɛberɛ a na Ghanafoɔ hia no sɛ ɔbɛgyina ring nim na wako amena kwasi no wako amena kwasi no saa berɛ no wɔdwaneeɛ saa adɛn a wɔse wɔho kyerɛ be maame adɛn a wɔse wɔho ɔtweaseɛ maame a wɔfa kɛtanhyɛ ɛne porɔyɛ ho
ɛnyɛ ɔno kora na ɔsan bɛka kyerɛ sɛ the former finance minister da biada ɛsiane sɛ ɔpɛ sɛ ɔkotia corruption nti no wɔn mu ba ne fie ɛpa ne kyɛw sɛ o Martina Midu ade wei ma ɛnyɛ Martina Midu na bɛka kyerɛ
eti ɛnɛ owura Martin ɛnɛ ɛwɔ sɛ yɛnya gyidie bi wɔ mu ana adwene bi mmra yɛ tirim sɛ obi na abɔ ɔpa sɛ yɛ saa deɛ no ana obi ho tan enti na wopɛ sɛ ɔyɛ saa deɛ no ana obi ho tan nti na wopɛ sɛ woyɛ saa deɛ no
anasɛ yawde bi wɔ ne mu anaa
ba wopɔ 24-hour economy
ɛbɛba
wopɔ
ɛbɛba
24-hour economy
ɛbɛba
ɛnam kwan so ayɛ dɛ
ɛbɛba
wopɔ President John Dramani Mahama wakasa Cecilia Dapa asɛm wei wɔbɛbiem
enti ɛno so ti na yɛbɛbisa sɛ aso ɛno na ebia Martina Midu wate biribi nti ɛna nipa bia bɛhyɛ kutupa sɛ bia to anamɔ bi sɛ anaa
owura Martin deɛ wɔtwerɛ paa enti ɛnɛ sɛ wotie agya Martin wode sɛ twi no na ntia ma obi nkyerɛkyerɛ mu ɔne akɔ ne nkyerɛkyerɛ mu wie a saa twɛ na fam ayɛ brɛ yɛ yɛbɛkenka wɔ radio yi so yɛbɛkenka wɔ TV so ama mansa nyinaa ate kɛtasesɛ no porɔyɛ ho nsɛm number 3 ɛne saa sene tadeɛ yɛ ɛkɔ so yi na sɛ wobɛte ase a wobɛte neɛ nti ɛnɛ yɛde senate hotels ɛde ma rock cities ɛyɛ Brian Tampon Greek minister wɔ so ɔhwɛ so na ɛyɛ kuayɔ ɛho nnwuma ɛgyina ne nan so na yɛbɛgyina so deɛ anya sika ama ɔman no to mpɔn no ɛsɛ deɛ ɔno deɛ ne business no ɔdwene ho
obi bɛbisa se
ne business ɛne wɔdwene ho akora
dabɛ ne wɔbae
me say a Greek minister no ɛnyɛ mo Ghanafoɔ ho no wɔdwene ho no as for rock city da bɛn ne bae no okugye to ablakɔ abusa saa question no as for the issue of conflict of interest sɛ wo aban mu na so wankasa wadwuma ɛna sɛ yɛapagya at the expense of others a akɔmo so wɔ saa akwanya sɛ wɔn bɛtumi ayɛ no sɛ issue no okugye to ablakɔ arezi okay but baabi a mepɛ sɛ yɛn nyinaa yɛadwen kɔ ɛne saa nwoma no a yɛfrɛ no agyapadeɛ nwoma no mu no hɛ wohwɛ senate hɔ no a wɔ mo ka wɔ agyapadeɛ document no mu sɛ yɛmmɔ kwan bi nto hɔ sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a yɛbɛtumi awura senate na yɛwura senate hɔ no a yɛmpɛ aduaba bi a yɛbɛdua a ɛbɛtintim na di hini ɛwɔ senate hɔ na aboa yɛ ama daakye bi yɛsi kasɛm ho ayɛ du ama yɛabɛyɛ ahemfo ɛwɔ ɔman Ghana ha bɛsi sikasɛm ho ahemfo ɛwɔ ɔman Ghana ha mekan no putɔ mu no wahunu deɛ yɛkyerɛ no okay wokɔ book no mu say we have 2 routes and routes of entry into this institution. Okay. First is through Senate, which has a seat on the board of EcoBank, EcoBank Ghana, by virtue of its shareholding. The seat is occupied by the Director General of Senate. In phase 2 of our agenda, Kofi Bosompem Osafo Mafo, who is a Deputy Director General of Senate, should be made Director General to give him the seat on the EcoBank board. Eti EcoBank ono mpeso muwura. Bo mo fa Senate so e de wura ho. Said the bayer basika sam wo man Ghana ha. Won be di mu ntintime. Wo be tintimu e wo ho. Omo ba ye King Kong e wo man Ghana ha. Eti sesei sa bere ya eye bosompem osafo mafo. Wo be Director General e wo Senate. Enye easy. ɛma obi te sɛ Brian Champon sɛ yɛde companies ahodoɔ bɛgu n'anim sɛ wɔn choose baako a wɔbɛtumi anya akwanya atɔ hotels ahodoɔ a ɛyɛ senate dia ɛmɛ easy man sɛ ɔbɛtwi Brian Champon yɛ no
ayɛ easy
all because of a certain agenda
na Kwame ɛnyɛ wɔn kora saa agyapade document saa bere no ɛnyɛ wɔn na wɔka kyerɛ sɛ saa document ɛnyɛ authentic eti nneɛma ɛwɔ ɛnyɛ noa na wɔn implement no ɛnyɛ noa na wɔn ɛreyɛ eti Kwame nea ɔkenkan yɛn no ɛno ɛna wɔn abɛbɔ kwan no ɛde ama owura Brian Champon
asesei
no so anya kwenya abɛtɔ hotel ni Rock City no ɛnam so nti wɔn abɛtotɔ hotels
bɛn na ɔba abɛmene
Kwame hotels no unim hotel yi ɛwɔ hɔ nom ditaada Labadi Beach Hotel
okay
ɛna fɛ La Palm Royal Beach Hotel La Palm Royal Beach o Kwame La Palm Royal Beach ɛne Labadi
yɛ gyem ha yɛ
ɛwɔ ha yɛ
ɛna deɛ yɛ bi
ɛna fɛ nea ka ho bi ni Elmina Beach Resort Elmina Beach Resort ɛwɔ Central Region neto so biom Rich Royal Hotel Rich Royal Hotel and also ka ho and the Buzia Beach Resort Buzia Beach Resort and the Trust Lodge Hotel some hotels makumako 60 Kwame and no and a woman say Senate and the Ora Brian Champon company Rock City Hotel e pese womu eton edemano
na ede ne Senate fo nyina so fi se na odwa wie na omu di statement ebeto abonte ana omu kyerɛkyerɛ mu omu nyina so yɛ de
kwam statement as Senate fu ade bae no
yes
wɔn a hyɛ dan fa nyina supporting se bia na hotel na nyina ne nanso nti
omu di kyerɛkyerɛ mu na bae
ha nkyerɛ mu kɛkɛ no wɔde bae
sɛ de okudje to abla ko ɛka ne nya nokorɛ
mo
no omu nokorɛ ne ne de yɛtie
wɔn nokorɛ no wɔn say sa process wɔn start 2018
okay
2018 was start here na mo final conclusion no wɔn enwie yɛ sa no wɔn aka na mom no issues a ora okudje to abla ko erezi biti sɛ ɛyɛ procurement nsɛnsɛm ne ade no senate nso wɔn a hyɛ dan ka sɛ o ebia na mamu na ho fan ɛwɔ hɔ wɔn a timi and dispute wanka ho asɛm
because okudje to abla ko honorable erezi specific issues
yeah
procurement breaches
yeah
conflict of interest
yeah
eti sɛ woyɛ company woyɛ state institution bi te sɛ senate na yɛka asɛm bi saa de afa ho na woyi ano a ɛwɔ sɛ saa nsɛm no a yɛde bɔ wo ntansa no ɛwɔ sɛ wogyina so no ade ka no wɔ nokora ɛdɛn ɛde kyerɛ yɛ ba wɔdeɛ wokan wɔn mo de wɔn nkyerɛkyerɛ mu bae no wɔn a mo ho wakora
ɛno wɔn a mo ho wakora asɛm baako a owura asɛm kudeto erezi yɛ ɛyɛ chronism ɛna efe family and friends
abusua nkyɛnfa
ɛno nso so senate statement na wɔde aba no wɔn a ntumi ankyerɛ anka sɛ saa de wei no ɛnyɛ abusua nkyɛnfa
no mo ka sɛ ɛdeɛ
wɔn ankyerɛ anka wɔn mo se wɔn de wɔn aho sɛ yade sɛ nneɛma bi nkɔ yɛ nti no wɔpɛ sɛ wɔhwɛ na saa hotels no wɔn ɛde ma ɛyɛ Rock City efe nso no
okay wɔsi hotels yi a wɔabobɔ yi wɔn sikasɛm sua wɔn ho nyɛ den wɔn ahoɔden wɔ fam eti hotel a anaasɛ company a ebetumi abo wɔn saa bere yi ɛne wɔn ankasa ɛho nipa Brian Champon ne Rock City
ɛna betumi
aboa
you saa any statement as Senate for ade aba ba asembisa ne say Rock City no da be no bae wɔn mo nya wɔn sika free he Brian Champon ɔyɛ a Greek minister no Ghana for odwene Ghana for hu ana na de nti no ba to saa hotels yi biom Senate fu nsɛm a wɔde aba no out of 6 no wɔn say only 4 but say ye ba ko pampu a abiba bi sase adentina a state minister ebekwa koto a state owned enterprise no de akoye ni private entity
one conflict of interest asema
e ka ho asem no mo
but no yesterday for o mentimi ankasa amfa ho
eno wo mentimi ankasa amfa ho so enti no kwami na eyi e di adanse se o kinkan eye ajapade document e kan se mo kwan bi entu ho na obi emeye director general informa senate na mu kwan informa ne ma bi se na di adanse se you
so connection ni Brian Champon ye hunipa
sa
bosompem osafo mafo
ye
hunipa
you
eti se ye pe ajapade ye senate bia e dia se ye hunipa nsem a yema bosompem ye osafo mafo
eme director general ma senate
obe director general na ebe me na ye fo ma ye
sa
na ye tibe tam ajapade sa no dia
e dia ma
ena wo enhihye mu no aga bibi sa ba companies ahodo be pre wo aho ye den no na ye de dwumadi ye na so
sa
eno mani bi so aye omo hwe ene se dwumadi kuro ye a company yi ba ba die no my Ghana, saying that Nijumadian city, my Ghana, what you do, what did he yo, where you'll be at Yajo Matum, where we are for Nana, about Jumadiana. These are the questions I tell you. It is a business questions way. Now, you're any winning in a moor. Ever more be arguing and fine, sir. But in this case, no, a bra ball Rock City, no, Obia any crude. Why? Because almost well, let's say, Yahuni Pani, this idea near day. And so on. They are over buying Mumpa, a buying Munina, acquire Yahunipa. Abusuan chamfa and now for and so no more your girlfriends will make them so you can plan no make them and no na dokura ban it is if anything with regards to chronism eba na magana for atoye and I am share I am any sembisa you it don't think the ebisa no but some eba kwa gosi say and then another question eba kwa gosi say eba kwa question ni se kwame e jese abansisa eba abansisa badia nhwehwem mapa betumi akoso ne nga hwe kwanga wo fa so all these processes no so won di so ana na mpo no se ebeye den se betumi abosa kwanye di ato no nti je se abansisa eba abansisa badia sa nhwehwem no ebetumi akoso until that no se man krofo we agusu tena dia kwame eyade se wo be na busu antefase ya ye komra se bedwafie ye kasa for my Ghana sika ho ye komra se bedwafie ona boy Ase Kadongo what in Zambi to the Kaiser, if you are done, one must have if you're Nanya Grokra. Debbie, Nanya Goodyear, Nanya easy. I yet don't come on this in Kete. I yes, I your migrants from Babo Ghana Hobine. Titru, Eddie free a byway. Drive down the concert. One of the Obaka Bossy and not just say mine. Was a Bossy be a Wajin, I know. Say what the Baba, what the Baba got a one crying. Eddie be a got a one crying. Yeah, says he got 200 million. What you know? What Babu Wakunta, and was saying $42 million. And what to be Babu Wakunta. Edition, never honorable Ase Kadongo Quenya Sobe Casano. And some more dying in if you say, what was end of Sabian in tea, and no Mom Peninsula, and my buying some J, Bosia, and some Faka, and the 2 my Ghana. So, shall you, Mammy?
Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, the biggest problem for the utilization of the initial 200 million is not the commitment of the project. Commitments do not move money. You have drawn down over $128 million, but you have only spent $8 million. Which means that over $112 million of the money should be sitting in a bank account. And we are saying, why will you have $128 million sitting in a bank account that you have no use, and you are asking us to give you another $150 million? And you said the money is sitting in the account. And we said, then go and bring us the bank account and let's see that the money is sitting there. Today you haven't brought it. So, Mr. Speaker, there is something fundamentally wrong with that project. That money, exactly, that money has not been accounted for. If you say that I have committed, what you are simply saying is that you are listing contracts that total an amount of money. But you are not telling us the drawdown of the 128 million, what you have used it for.
Okay, Honorable Ase Kadongo, no. Yentie Honorable Dr. Cassiel to forcing. I've been
taken aback. The Speaker, this is not a better use of taxpayers' money. The Speaker, this is a country that is in default, a country that is in a major economic crisis. We cannot use taxpayers' money this way. Mr. Speaker, the information before us is troubling, and Mr. Speaker, indeed very worrying. Mr. Speaker, let me say this. It is about time that this House take a position against certain loans coming from the World Bank. Mr. Speaker, we should not take World Bank loans for granted, as if due diligence has been done. Mr. Speaker, this House has a responsibility to treat World Bank loan as any other loan because, Mr. Speaker, we are going to pay for it. Mr. Speaker, honestly speaking, in recent past, this House has questions from disbursement made by the World Bank Country Office. Mr. Speaker, I want to serve a notice.
that immediately after this, I'm going to petition the World Bank country office and World Bank HQ in Washington. Because this is not the way to spend taxpayers' money. Mr. Speaker, what I've seen here is troubling. Mr. Speaker, this is privilege on certain information. Mr. Speaker, I refer you to the committee document, Annex A5. Annex A5. This is a document that was submitted to the committee during the consideration. Mr. Speaker, Annex A5 says that so far, the Ministry of Works and Housing has drawn down $127.1 million of the $200 million. $127.1 million US of the $200 million US, of which $65 million US was used for the purposes of COVID. The Speaker, first, let me put on record that this House, the government of the day, has not accounted to this House on COVID expenditures. So, Speaker, this House rather constituted a committee for the committee to investigate the COVID expenditures. Mr. Speaker, again, Mr. Speaker, the Auditor General's report has been laid before us, and it is yet to be considered by the committee on the Public Account Committee. Mr. Speaker, aside the 65 million, if you are to deduct the 65 million from the 127 million, Mr. Speaker, approximately $62 million had gone into the account of the Ministry of Works and Housing. But, Mr. Speaker, strangely, Annex 2 of the document, the Ministry of Works and Housing can only account for $34.3 million. So where is the rest of the money? In which account is the rest of the money sitting? Mr. Speaker, it is only $34.3 million that I have seen some level of, they said that they paid consultancy fee, 200,000, goods, 1.2 million, they have grants to MDAs and all. So far, Mr. Speaker, the only one that we can say that they have provided some expenditure returns is $34.3 million. Mr. Speaker, where is the remaining $30 million? And what did you use the money for? Mr. Speaker, these are serious questions. Mr. Speaker, we are also told that about $42 million was used to dredge the Odo River. 42. Mr. Speaker, $42 million was used to dredge the Odo River. How? Mr. Speaker, 42 million. And we've seen the Odo River in this current state. Mr. Speaker, this is not a proper use of taxpayers' money. Mr. Speaker, the NDC minority will vote against this loan. Mr. Speaker, we are not stopping at the voice vote. We will count the heads today because we cannot support this loan. Mr. Speaker, this loan should not be entertained. All of us as a House, Mr. Speaker, must reject this loan. Mr. Speaker, I heard the minister responsible for finance giving assurances that we should give him the chance for him to go and investigate and come back to us in 2 months' time. But right, Honorable Speaker, the minister responsible for finance assured us not long ago that he's going to come back to us on tax waivers. So, Speaker, to date, he has not come back to us. So, Speaker, to date, we are still waiting on him. So, Speaker, I cannot take his word. I cannot take his word for me to change my position. So, Speaker, in this occasion, this particular IDA loan from the World Bank, all of us, the Speaker, must reject this loan. Because the Speaker, clearly, Ghana does not need to approve this loan. The Speaker, the $200 million that we approved earlier has been misappropriated. Clearly, Mr. Speaker, it has been misappropriated. The Speaker, at best, it has been misapplied. The Speaker, the evidence is there for all of us. But I only want to plead with this House, the Speaker, please let's commit part of Parliament budget to commission a forensic audit on this matter. Mr. Speaker, I plead that let us commit part of Parliament's budget to commission a forensic audit on the usage of this $200 million. Mr. Speaker, this cannot continue. This cannot continue. And Mr. Speaker, in this occasion, I urge the MPP majority to stand with the people of Ghana and reject this loan because, Mr. Speaker, the loan has been misapplied. Mr. Speaker, with these short few words, I wish to say that the NDC minority will oppose this loan vehemently. Mr. Speaker, with all our strength and all our numbers, we are voting against this loan, not only with voice vote, but we will count.
Yes. And yes, you know, and ever 20 years. Yes, I was here no more quacope, and the other 2 years so, Nabe Danica. No. Brony World Bank no Nizikano. One fine Joe, Debbie. When you Papa Bruno, when you Father Christmas, yeah. Way or dog drain in here. When almost you the $42 million and Aquatimuno. $42 million. $42 million out of the $200 million. World Bank, Musiana, your boy, you know. Ready. I move 65 million. Yadema, a year works and housing. A move 42 million. And I'm at Wababu Wakunta. I was away. And or dog Gotano. Gotana or Dono. Was what the 42 million? You got $42 million. You know what we're talking about?
And $1 per year over 50 cities. No,
$42 million.
No, come and yet the same Gotana Ibrahim Ama oil for free. No, and for free. No, and Yanuni. And what's them yet? Sabrenum Poronomu say Mahama Eddie Contra German in Mia 18 and Yadi Papa. And now one I say $42 million.
Coffee $42 million.
You're running young coupon.
Get the $65 million out of the $150 million now. A binding yano. A 65 and yet the man Ministry of Works and Housing. Baby, I could do a pong war say no. Hey, can I one or as I so watch 65 million and yet the more 65 million. No, your people who are going to tell you 42 $million. And then on the year was a meditate or dog got any.
I got any musuni.
And when you, hey, short way you're taking here, a very recent shot. Hey, Nancy, you trust a video way.
Nanya won't crown or catch us. I got a wabati two more. No one yet is in London, didn't it? A year so.
And here touch your time.
Hey,
$42 million.
$42 million.
Now when you know, what's up, a Jim Russia, your fear. Another 200 million. I call the same Juma. I call the same Juma. Wabra, what is that 200 million? One fine way. Hey, Wabra, who move one conta and find Chile. No, Mama show on Facebook, Power 979. Or dog got an any the ASA, yet the $42 million at the Timun and Unia. And as a wicked or dog got any was here, Yakasaya. Uber to a cat, Nadia send me. Yeah, I was 0207 924 806. Good. Try the first enemy is here. Hey, or don't drain now. You see your team, you did $42 million. And at the end, and you see, apart from the $42 million, I say $65 million. Yeah, and I know about 2 forces over the man Works and Housing Ministry. Sikanka and the other day, Bessie no move and so move. Hey, it is Sikana can away. Sikana Faifa. And Sikanka and Cassiano, and no sure where you're and no Sudan. Apart from the 65 now, Modema Works and Housing, and kind of the other day. Babu Wakunta, Adana Bibi. And yet, Nancy and your toy, eh? Nancy and your toy, or dog, Guatana, you say, Yatitu, and Unie. They say, you say, taxpayers' money. $42 million and $42
million in a nuni.
And when you actually, what's up, Gina Ghana for him? See, I'm not see, answer, and to an among Jin to Nayakoba Bosnia. As a mayor, and to Mana Musimaya did down. Yes, I didn't cry for 1 year. I am a NDC. NDC Fana walk, Masabega Fino. Yeah. O messing get us on Penisson and Penisson. Yeah. Was it yesterday and Ninquani at the Batua Banamo? Opa. Mommy and Twaba, young boy, you ding, young Babu boy, you ding, at Twabetia, Sana Mona by the password to know. Jessica, a Jessica, a Sejima, $42 million. Better to Sika Samoswa, and also to me. The Edible Jamunia, Dr. Mamudu Baumia, and then Yabra say, for 2 Manono. Then Yabra say, Yafa City and Mano. Nanu ya no hoka asemi se wo se ade fufuro bi ba e bi si da e wo bibi ma ha sa de kro no e ya ba fo kwa bi a ye fo so de chichire man Ghana na e ba ba yo man e di kan a e de sa de ne ba sa de ne ye de hwade we ma me
thing I'm going to do, and which I will then speak and sit down, is to bring in what we call blockchain technology. The whole of Africa, there is no government that has implemented blockchain technology.
And in business, with an eye on improving its digital economy, the Nigerian government has approved a national blockchain policy to enable a secure blockchain-powered economy. The policy, according to the Nigerian government, will institutionalize blockchain technology in Nigeria and ensure its adoption in various sectors such as banking, security, education, and commerce.
And the last thing I'm going to do, and which I will then speak and sit down, is to bring in what we call blockchain technology. The whole of Africa, there's no government that has implemented blockchain.
In fact, with all due respect, so I say when I with all due respect,
and
was it a blockchain technology?
Yeah.
So blockchain technology no, and News Central or Nigeria.
Yeah.
International news platform.
And now
news say blockchain technology.
Nigeria di kanga yedi.
Ya pa musika asase to one among that.
Nigeria.
Na mampania be de che nam tumi a wo penti.
Say the whole of Africa
say e bibi me nyina no blockchain technology no
bi ma da. Isi baba ye chance. E di adanse say mampania kan kwa. Kwa me mami kan kire say. Sa blockchain ni enye Nigeria pempo. E ba cho uko eye South Africa bi wo ho. Uko eye Kenya bi wo ho no. Esante ilapi Ghana eni yafofo. Memi ni wonga nantew. Enti sa de wonga kan ho asem di blockchain no eye kwan a ye fa so na ye di sikasem ho gwa. Sikasem ho gwedi no ye di nam sa kwan no so eye abefo kwan. Mo ene nam so eye di gwa ebi wo ho pese uton fa magudis a no betimi afa blockchain so e di gwa e wo sa ofanum emu. So ho enti enye Ghana na yeriba be di
Tanzania, Nigeria, South Africa.
Woman nyina woman edikan edisa blockchain eye adwuma wo. So as a vice president,
so go and sit down baumia
koktina se who so beka say the whole of Africa Ghana na bedikan. Oh sa bia ho koktina sa kai say eye uba Ghana kada che say Ghana kwa ye de no echen eye America for de yamma mpanyinga be de kire opetumi afi yen chen so be yamma mpanyi kwa me metumi atena aka say on ka no kware.
Very well, ye gina no so ene nkae na ye de atoma ni mu nyina mesem adanye say ye tawo binti ni ye kasa say Ghana ho donti ni ye kasa say asem ye de atoma ni mu no eye mutumi o
ya
mu kura mu ye na edu bra wo so wo kire wadwe a wagina nsemi so e de ache wadwe wo ba bia Ghana fa ebeboa ye pa hwi
amani ya maya ayo enyo ya ne wom ye paso bia ba adwabo na sibi na asem ye wo ye mu oka na mamani ye kunsum yemfa mu mai motrobodo yemfa mu mai mosempa
With the some look fast so. Baba, me again. Let's go yale. Me quite remember who hear me. Mentally upset my friend doctor when I'm crossing over. Share that for me. See what we saw any. She has malaria. Hey, malaria. Oh, what they say with the router. Me copy the absence. A draw in a friend router mixer. Yeah, come on, let draw. And running.
dosopo. Wow. Yamono dosopo. Bam. Akasi. Wow. Eti the Friday when ye na akasi. Eti many one measures ya to this year. What trying to pay Friday Friday and our barber to a call. Formula ni simple. Sabri America said to Ochinato, Adiachiato, Ukwadato, Yawadato, Fiadazoto, Tosa. Star 274 star 10 hash. Star 274 star 10 hash. Uka na uya wonsabeka. 5,000 cities any a day ma. Akramaminko Facebook na messages I don't know. Yankin way every a year Christian Dogby ho. Was a golden boy Kwame. When a golden boy Akra Kofi Dako. Can you guys on your morning show try and serialize the Japadian document for us very, very well? Good. Look, Yabaye. No, yeah, Jato Yahoso. Mo Yabasha said next week. Yeah. As for this week, Yamumi Mojano. Next week, you best serialize a Japadian document. Yeah. Every day, Yabatinasia, Yabaka and Kratafaba, Mienu, Miensa, Kopimsi Berry. Yeah. Ninginasu Yaka, the Batuto, Abrabona, Ekosu, or my Ghana. Not a Japadia document, Moonsamno. Said yes, he died in wedding. Yet in Sabbath church as Wamamo. Oh, yeah, but that's a password I drink, and yes, it's idea way. Oh, the cheese. Nitaki Welbeck will say, what is blockchain technology? Blockchain technology is an advanced Mami Kinga message. Was it blockchain technology is an advanced database mechanism that allows transparent information sharing within a business network. A blockchain database stores data in blocks that are linked together in a chain. The data is chronologically consistent because you cannot delete or modify the chain without consensus from the network. And waka abebra eye Dr. Baumian semi a work and say when ye abefo ade bia eye soronko a eye anwanwade bia bra adwene ntiase so a afi na ebe bibimam ha it wa che emfato ho mama hodo a omo so eyisu sa technology no me da say ora ni Taki Welbeck or message at Wodiaba. Pina by Yako anymore. Yabakin canning in a basabradia. A crack of it, Ako, Bomini uncle.
Kwame da say, and na a joda me busoming ne that or so uduno. Kwame the Daily Post and a befiase ne anopay. Asem Cassia Daily Post at the Abba, I will cratify to Swiss any song no. Or say Chamini or Ghana Rasebegwim or Rabagbin. At the address system, wa donate what they call Ghana School of Law. Tunya be obet me akenkan. Memo asem kese na medina so e Daily Post mo no kwam tie. Onim say about to juma kuno asa aye fum so. O ma say your mad bio. Yes, more fire. You see, we have an electoral body here. Wow. The biara da kamia say one mo de one aye wan say error na no obeye. Since 2020 about no mo. Mo changing a resource no. Mo changing over 7 good times. Yeah. And I say, yeah, registration exercise and so. And if I don't do a register on so, anka NDC and Trimadrian come on down a trans out. And now, Kwame, from the 1 up to 11th day, no. Yeah. And no so figures and this is 3 basis to say. Near my moon correct now. What I'm saying, one say one eye correction, once I errors. I am from so. I just don't know. I shall be a uko addition them school them one day. Not teacher at catcher say 2 + 2, 4. Unsuno what's a control 4 no what's a control say 2 + 2 no 3.5. I mean, I just can't understand. Kwame, now you try correction. I'm not blackboard no so. Also, those days on William from Swa. Now I in CSC. Yeah, and CSC and the teacher no better. Yeah, our blackboard no so. Yeah, what the answer? What do you want to share? No copy. And also copy and paste no so. And also I a problem amount. Kwame rana metie ora siribo kwaku. E wo yenua ekemini amano no no eretwetwe nkomo. And this some okekeka no say easy no so wo mo ye nipa ene guo nti wo betimi ayamfum so. No. Ya de yetro na tuamoka. Due diligence e yade a e wo se koso. Sir, and we are in 2024. Obi anka say mo ye robot o. But tia ye tuamoka no. Ene adwuma na mo ye no. E ye mo asede se mo se mo de ma e ba betudwa.
akyerɛ biribi ho nsunsuanso a ɛwɔ sɛ wobɔ akyerɛ mpra dodoɔ
saa
kɔpem sɛ wobɛhu sɛ biribi ayɛ frenkyem
and ɛyɛ bato this year election no ɛyɛ rescue mission Ghana fa ho deɛ ɛwɔ sɛ yɛnya biom no
ɔman ne hyɛ berɛ na mode bɛdi agorɔ
enti no montimi nka kyerɛ sɛ moasa yɛ mfomso no bi kwame wohwɛ a ɛyɛ ɛyi no a daily post ɛde aba nam from day 1 to 11th day no kyɛ sɛ moayɛ mfomso wɔ mu a yi si no sɛ ayɛ ɛrɔ ade nti na moyɛ ne saa muhwɛ na saa de wei mankɔ so bio mu o yɛmpɛ sɛ yɛbɛto aba afe wei ɔpanim abosumi ni da bɛtɔ so sɔn no yɛbɛto aba na awie ne yɛbɛka sɛ ɛkyɛ sɛ na afe mu asan ba bɛka sɛ dabi afe wei yɛnkɔ ne sɛ biom isi muhwɛ na monya mo adwuma yie ɛwɔ daily post
ɛno nso dɔctor ɔmane boa ma bɛtwe ɔm adwene nsi so ɔho
saa
ebisabisa ɔmo nsɛm ɔho ɛma electoral commission ɛde bɛto dwa sɛ they have noted that the electoral commission has noted the figure for Greater Accra was wrongly repeated for Upper East.
Can you imagine?
On the slide on challenge cases earlier published. All other slides are correct. Now, challenge cases in here, a year register on one, a man for a true dowry, sir, say, Ebia, woman Yandru Sanfiano, and I say, be a Sanya Kono, one free baby, what's your so free? Yeah. Eti one seminal, yeah, and now whatever two guys were your home from swap, and what the Greater Accra, you come
Upper East. I didn't think I was so young,
and which areas yes say, such challenge in a course one. As an NDC, the end door. I mean, areas you say, NDC strong one. As a door to chain, Biaya, you say, AMPP strong. I didn't. Why? I didn't. So. Eti no this year I want to send this mama madwen ko yes
dog o mane boama yesrew unsu di kofi enti wo name misra wa abomoden ma wani uni madi Muhammad Jibril mo na mo in charge of elections in the IT edi ma NDC yesre mo madi Jibril misra mo mo mamani enko hono mo emfa mame kwame mame ntua so enko manim the Republic Press newspaper na medu so sabre chemse nipa mako du esia nipa 16 na sabre won epra anu ye dinye papa na nyina enam enura explosion bia eba so e wato e mantemo o se nipa be no afamu ama won atua na nanom ense do
e fifi mantema na atoye
esi keta sikado ketan sikado ketan honum se western region
okay
you western region
honorable
Grace Ayensu
Dr. Grace Ayensu and me who for you be nim se ke ho a ke betimi dia kire tie fo ne ahwefo se ono so call ayaresabia ho na amanfo aprepra no 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 so de ne nimdie ene na adom akyede e de boa wow
why are they enti wo mpotem ho no ma obi a wayɛ adwuma saa no we mame nka nkyerɛw ne obɛya ne sɛ December 7th no wobɛto aba no de ama no obi ti sɛ Dr. Omane Buama meka sɛ brebi na yɛnam na kwansha bi bai oduru hɔ no mu na oduru 37 military hospital no ono yi na atare to hɔ no sɛ mu mame ɛyɛ white gown no bi mi hyɛ ɛsan sɛ ɔyɛ doctor ni mapa ɛna nankasa gye nneɛma wɔde hyehyɛ wɔn asom no na ɔde hwɛ ayarefo no ɛwɔ hɔ nom enti Dr. Grace Ayensu dankwa ɛsika adoketan na mo no mutu abanfa ma no kwa mame ntua so nkɔ manim ɛwɔ ɛhɔ nom na mame mfa ɛyɛ the publisher ntua so ɛwɔ hanom wɔkyerɛ sɛ tax waiver yi a ɛyi abanpɛ sɛ wɔde ɛma ɛyɛ nnwumaku ahorow bi bɔ ɔman mu
no ya no akyerɛ mu sɛ to a yɛn nyinaa yɛtua no nnwumakuo bi ne nnwumawura bi no mu deɛ yɛsɛ yɛmfa nkyɛ wɔn ebi nso ɛyɛ nnwumaku a yɛnsusu sɛ wɔn ne abange ɛwɔ ɛyɛ anyɔnkofa bi yɛnim wɔn saa companies yi yɛn nuanom ne yɛn namfo nom nnwuma no
saa
yɛsɛ toɔ no deɛ mu ntua
yɛmfa nkyɛ wɔn can you imagine
under the guise of one district one factory
unim je ebani enko papa ni company e wo hodi daadaw ansa na mu ba ba mu unam nsawam kopim eye sum kwantepon so a papa ni company ba ko won agotwe 1D1F nsu company no kra nya adwuma wo
de no bo ano sika sa ni ase wo
sika won ase no edoso kwame edoso ye papa na no ponya publisher ni bia obetumi akenkan mami call the Daily Democrat Daily Democrat mi hu mu ache o say I was joking about me on incentivizing churches
tax waiver de no sika o man Ghana sika ya say no e was saa de no ho eye $336 million $336 million eno ni asay wo eto mamu
ya mama company sa horo say
eno ni asay wo
ayo
we say we dey ya boss so fine
yo asemfu fana no pay daily post and as a daily democrat e dey aba o say let's fight EC stealing agenda fifi kwete and all this answer me abetugwe entunya bia obetumi akenkan ne anopema menko Herald newspaper o say Akufo-Addo's animal farm governance exposed throughout 3 petitions from Labadi, Sal, NFA Asepa. So, said a medical kwame. Ubeshe niema bi wo ho Akufo-Addo hu no say no de bebua no eye na abusuafo abusuan chamfa nyankofo ni niema niema na no de petition ni bra na ene
when is this here
nso mia bebua o man no eno do mo ho
wa te say Sal Evie babro be ensuni
woni mrahye bedeni
na adehye wo sa mo ni obi a obegina o manan mu e wo mrahye bedafie meaning say sa district assemblies common fund no omo benefiting free wo
enso wo mu tua tax
enso wo mu tua to
so hu
e na ye go tetire man no adwen man no ho aye nhihye bi e de abo man na omo ni obi a wo beka bia mo e wo mrahye bedafie for the past 7 getting to 8 years in here
eno de so mo ho wa onka ho asem nso petition aye di betu kisi ajaben fi ho as a special prosecutor ni den tampaso bam o si yan fan ko CJ
e wo Herald mu ya
wo betumi akonkan Kwame Chronicle na medusu sabre o say our former maid has become a millionaire sisile dapa ni kunu na gaje Kwame
o gaje hwan
o si
o so mo bo afọ dada no
wa be
so tisika so
you Kwame asem ye kan he mu ya mpanyefo e ya mamu ngaze mu vra na ze mranja ya ba
ito mu ka de ye hia na
se onu mu abeya odifo
eti yenya ne dai
yenya udai asemba ko se ko kan wo court o se fi schedule no ni by 20 years ni ana mu fi asese mu sisi sika eti mu aye wo mu ba ye djuma nyina mu pa je se fi schedule no ni mu anto nsuda mu ndidi da enti sika ni nyina no ni nyina na Kwame
wow
yo mate akontabu beba one day e beba Kwame mentua so enkomanim na me de eye the daily graphic and betua so o say
as Akufo-Addo futu obi wo ho chronicle wo say eya yenya accurate ni ethical president Akufo-Addo say yenya accurate and ethical
okay say yenya centrefo yenya accurate
eya mon kan no kure no na fe munyina madwuma ne mra so na munya adwuma ebia ne say yadwuma yi nkofo ye bia twekra de abra o say SML nsensem no krata na ani akuntabuo na KPMG fo ye no fa betu dwama ye
wo so mfa
maye enti waye din no me yemusansam ye musansam so ase ye de yadwen bebu ama yadwen na kosi bibi so se kosi bibi so me yenka
anase na so obeyi su ni principle no anase ye hwehwemu o kire nkrofo na akosi dan enu na nchen ye nu Ahmed Swale woku no mfisha hini den no waka afa ho
daily graphic yenyina na asem na aso mu sebisa nensem
yo daily graphic o say 3i summit no ya de say one record a big deals ye papa o say $100 million na sabre omanga na ye benya e de na BOG so echem say BOG report on ECDs and so ochem say I successful ye papa and na no pay daily graphic
e omo dan no so mu guso mu si ho
mo wo guso wo
you de what a year rich
hospital opposite no
Mahama see no
you
omuguso omusi ya na ye tenten
you
sidi no so ya na etieti obo dan ne kosoro na sidi
na hode no hata Kwame Ghanaian Times no medru so sabre asemi ya asemi hia also food price hikes hit hard on household Agric experts call for subsidy on farming inputs.
Well, Agric minister pay hotel
and akoto and Agric
ebi so di watermelon di atre watermelon ya yibedi uko bisa ne boa wutiba ya oya
Kwame nya ize
uko bisa ne boa
and
wutiba ya oya
nya ize na Kwame won a wo ye akuafo expert a wo say farm input ye ntebu ne ma so mfa ma won na jedi ma abreso no fertilizer yi no de chiche akuafo o se munye fertilizer munye akuafo munye na mfa go ye fu se de be ya Ghana fo benya aduan di abanyi ba ye fertilizer na wo say not for sale no or you not ni free ho o no ye no for sale and so da nchenga nia wantimi aton so we jaw ni nyina gu ho no ma ne nyina pro ni nyina ene aduanbo and the same Greek minister na open hotels atotototo yi ebeka kire yen say plenty for food the jobs say aduanbo abofo menne osumpotema ope boflo to back ope obedi no eye 5 Ghana
cedis bia na Ghanaian Times
bia na Ghanaian Times eri ka ho asem
Ghanaian Times yi de bi be ba akọ to bran na champo anim etu ene obekenkan eti eja bran na e wo kenkan a braba ma ye muaye wona anu asem na wo kan ye no wei abeyi na ma say nye nokre etu nso nokre wei be ka kire na nkomo no nto aso
Kwame ewo daily Ghanaian Times munya bia ubetumi akenkan ewo ahanum nipa banu a wosusu se eye osre ni bia yeku no ewo Millennium City wakaso ano wode wom akogina se ni bia ena no ewo Achimota District Court nipa banu yi court se oma won bela enye ye nti no won goso tena eye won twere won kukumu kakra no won goso na wonye hwehwem ewo honum na
me try so be ko Daily Graphic ansa na de wo mitirim no maka sɛ wokɔ Daily Graphic na saa asɛm no ɛnimu a ne ma wo so mo mpɛ sɛ saa asɛm no ɛmafo bɛka ho
asɛm Kwabi Daily Graphic de mapa ho ni dada o
ɛnti ma nka
wammɔ ho wa wanka
akwanhyia no yɛnka ho asɛm
wammɔ ho wa wanka ho asɛm ɔmampanyin Akufo-Addo ni convoy na wɔnya accident no ɛni Daily Graphic mu mehu ne baabi ayɛ Daily Graphic wɔnka ho asɛm
Ghanaian Times anka ho asɛm
Ghanaian Times ni front page ni enim me biomu nsusu akratafa edikan page 1 eni hanom
akwanhyia kɛseɛ sɛ yɛ nipa baako afa ho atwere ne nkwa
na bia prepra wanga nka ho asɛm Senegal mampanin fufuro a we na wabepem ɔman mu no ɛna wanga ka ho asɛm ɛwa ha Kwame enim krata no ni
de ma sa asɛm no yɛ asɛm de ma sa asɛm no yɛ asɛm
good
ɛne sɛ afi we nkoa no saa kwanhyia no yɛhunu empre no emprensa ho na emprensa no mu no ɛna nipa san miɛnsa ahwere mo nkwa
ɛgya ɔba ne susu kronkron wɔn nyina wɔn kɔ de di kan no mami mboso kakra ifa kyerɛ sɛ waka ho asɛm de ne Kwame mami ka ho asɛm kakra san sɛ unim dida Kwame akwanhyia no ICDC ankwa no ɛyɛ 3 times ɛna ɛsɛ ne nyina nso involve the presidency ne edi kan ɛni ɛyɛ nipa baako odi kan efiri mu wo bra ɔmampanin abedi akyiri baomia ni convoy no wonya akwanhyia ɛno ɛyɛ de edi kan de etoso ebien no ɛyɛ ɔmampanin abedi akyiri ni hukani baomia a ɔno nso so ɔnam the same premantem kwanti point so
ɛyɛ Samira baomia
mo na no nso so ɔsrɛ ni nso a otimu a ɔyɛ ni bodyguard ɔno nso onya akwanhyia de etoso ebiesa no ɛyɛ ɔmampanin Akufo-Addo nankasa ɔno nso so no the same premantem mu hɔ Busu junction
na no mfonyi na yɛ
mfonyi eni
na ka no ɛhye na ahye anase mmoa na amoa
Kwame amoa sɛ ne ayɛ de enye ye biom ɛbɛyɛ ding sɛ hyɛ ngo wobɛtumi asie
mirika so ɛyɛ na eturu nye mirika ketwa
Kwame mimi nda no na megina
ɔbrɛde na ama no ho kwan ama saa de yi ba ɛno ne question ama
ɛno ne question
ɛdeɛ na ama no ho kwan a ama saa de yɛ toatoa so saa prensa
ɛwɔ presidency mo a nipa 3 afema wanga hwe won kwa Kwame mi se mimi nda no na megina obretima ɛna hyɛni ɛbɛtwa mu wɔ hɔ obretima just after suhum Kwame mi se America no wodi no ɛnyɛ easy but bia ya mi concern ankasa wo sa kwa hyɛn mu a nipa yi a wɔn prepare yɛ de wɔn akogu ɛyɛ University of Ghana Medical Center
ɛhɔ ne yɛde wɔn kɔ
hina ne siye
it is ayaresabea we keni wa
anka hifa ne be and we were told to say UGMC no Photoshop
but you see regardless ankasa ayaresabea no keni wa ka hifa no de wɔn bɛkɔ Kɔfanoche Kwalebu Teaching Hospital and Ifa and I can regional and yede won beko yo so you see that is why oba abem no Ghana for bisa said nia ye si wono wo so de yin na wo ya aka ho besi ne wo fan kire
onka ho asem bia
wo be ya agenda 111 besi ne go si hwe
ye hu hwe
akra ye de si
Kwame ye de besi a enti o mampanyin Akufo-Addo ne MPP fo sebi wonyai niam a waka na nya no kware no wonyai UGMC eye ayaresabia John Dramani Mahama ene besiye health minister eyare nya covid hono kodai
in fact enya honko Bank of Ghana enya wo munya covid napo
ma
so on the covid de yem ne tui pa o on the yem tuo pa na to no so sabre so Ghana for kadum so na to ne eni ayem tu no wonder so ma bonte so obeka say eti ono no covid no na yem tuo eti omo koda sa yare sabia wo no ensema no mo ka fa ho no say eh hadi ya ahomeje bia o
so
ahomeje bia
Kwame yemfasi ene joda Dr. Valerie Sawyer me mame one eye Madam Felicia Mekpo Boti John Anani Agbozo nipa basan na no pay me ma won ache
me da say akra covid akon ene di mfonyi kase e bremo e wo Dwabo Ase opa 97.9 enche bia Madam Time Bomb betena say na ye the educational time bomb abramo on a beautiful Monday morning. Like I said, Franco Trading Enterprise. And that's why your phone papa fie. Phone papa be our part to be our Franco. Franco, now when you be at say your Nokia, say Samsung, say your iPhone, papa ni be upe be at a Franco Trading Enterprise. na mo franco air condition no eno ya hwe my Ghana ye wiem sakra ebobra so ne ye dia ye enti entoto na se wabra wonya wo CCTV so e dia ba ofie kama na bibia akoso wano from 0246 422338 and 055 5939311 Franco Trading Enterprise or that's why your phone papa pay fee. Edwa dani ni Madam Time Bomb abe mam yo dende Madam Time Bomb over the weekend Saturday ni Sunday be show Saturday nam Sunday as and the mre bia be hwere bia no as I said no what kind of foforo and that's the skill of the communication na yana emma wutie no eyede look now wo kasa fa no ma bi awofo betima ye e de aboa wo mo ma adwen bi a ye de show mu tirim se de ye sika bom kekam egu mo so ene se de si mo ye botete bo de obi famu aba me je me de fine basatra ba adwen Madam Tembo agwa
yeah good morning to you and thank you for learning.
We are money fair.
Come here, you see, you need to add a little bit of skill.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's say a good morning to be buried here, nourish him. Na Yamohana Kwabashun from them segmented. Come in.
Madam.
I love the way you listened. Oh, yeah, Saturday.
Yeah.
And then Sunday.
Yes.
Because there is one key thing that I am a pandemic. No matter who a parent that you are, always have it at the back of your mind that Afrobana Awono on your extension, they've come on their own. And so they have their own gifts. They have things they want to do. And so Afrobane per day, oye aza area so oye interested. It means you've nurtured a talent somewhere. Work with it. Now on to one fan konenyim sende. Monoza banempedo beye. But our wasn't an epede oye in the street. That is you cutting the wings of that child off. And that was a very powerful picture.
Illustration of the count.
And you know, that's what we are looking at. And it was between parents' choice and then a mafama when it's choice.
Now baby back can a year me there. And they said, look, and yes, I watch share about France at Chinchina. One for a bit of finance, a coin be so, a grow coin be so, and the chest, oh, say a body and a person to one. What sounds your lawyer, ever fa? It lawyer to body, you know. That was it, yes, I got. And you're fat who you see and remember the no.
Oh, yes, but it's all good. As you're a journalist here, there is something you can add to because most of the times I have parents and you and there Afrobana the choice here we make it. Not that on your busy because most of us we think that Ima is not a producer, so what? Abedi be on can we be scanning or the baby feel. Maybe we want to secure our child's future into Yenfa be being kahon from man. So it's that scare and that panic and no pushing and my mama from where the main man. But if we blend two, it won't be bad at all.
Solid.
And so thank you for still being here. Well, from the directors are ample for aka Madam Time Bomb from Let's Talk Educational Consult. Damadada and on Monday aso there were the years in Como. Mifi Tashi Nungwa Estate, I ben Lejakuku Municipal Assembly on the Mango Street. And a school in the war or a Let's Talk Educational Consult. Now, may in the Yajimo from away the 6 months to 10 years. You train one with Montessori and INDEC educational program. No, you make sure that Afrobano Rebano in your Najunimu pet and a year train another any cognitive penny develop. Afroban any whole being na ye can whole being na ye can is social. As he makes more bizarre going for busy get a home, ne physical, na guzi, ne born jumping, ne emotional, mesma, obenya butter or door, tima zaman kofu around. And then last but not least, cognitive, which is our dream, and then we add a bit of spiritual to it. I find although our father bokaka, although we kakazini na kahum, and he has a boyfriend more to building independency. Now, INDEC is a program, so we'll buy enroll in. It's one of the best. You won't take it out because we've added something called the 21st century skills, which is the C's. The communication, the collaboration, the creativity, and critical thinking, which you feel on ye. And so it's part of it to help the kids to develop. And just imagine having a 4-year-old and I mean Chazi. It's 4 years, no to me, and in man getting now to bottle, ne autumn cover, ne bottle, pack in a bag, or you need shoe, or the bag to wash and any shirt. So you'll be happy as a mother. Well, how only be able to show them. That's what we are doing there. And we are fortunate enough to have foreigners as part of the school from Germany, US, Canada, UK, Switzerland, and ensuring that what we call exchange programs. More from be from Afro Manado na Yazabwa. I'm on development in IS and so at Let's Talk Educational Council, just building the future through children. Thank you, Kwame. And a page a video follow Let's Talk Educational Council Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. About to my friend on 0249 069821 0249 069821. If I'm a me pick a WhatsApp is a man I'm reply you. Kwame, this morning we pay drawing attention to something that is a quiet challenge for Henemo Farmer. When you take 10 kids, you have 8 of them experiencing that challenge. That is saying I understand. Teacher Nyeri Trazi. Now, do you understand? No, yes, I understand.
Yes, yeah.
Now, the reason is that it could be that they think they do understand. That is one. It could be that they think what I say. It could also be that when self-esteem means, one pair of Sabi in Yimade, as a quiet trend, another mad and all that. And also and that's the one that's admitted what I say by force.
Wow.
And it's something that is really it's going against Yanemo Farmer. And it's making them fall back in whatever that they are learning. And say for my farmer 10 to 8 work and just imagine the population in a classroom.
Yeah.
Nation 1 hour can understand and nation 1 would do what I say at the end of the day. Now I know that as a teacher your pride and your proudest moment is to get your kids to understand. So the moment you've thought, now at the end of the day, maybe so what yes, we understand.
It's a relief.
It's a relief as a teacher. You are very proud. But here is the case. In Mofamano, they are looking at pride 1, they are looking at self-esteem 2. They want to feel that they understand, but they don't. Because we had an experiment with some kids over the Saturday school. And through the learning and everything, we asked, do we understand? And they were like, okay, yes. Then I was like, let me ask 1 or 2 questions.
Yeah.
Very simple questions. But I realized some of them were having a challenge. So I was like, no. We teach in a class where Mofamano, in your beyond what I say, as in with one strategy. Into yem fan for fan change. Into a tactile kakra, auditory kakra, visual kakra. Now when the questions started coming in, the visual learners were using the pictures and other things to answer and demonstrate, which was very beautiful. Saturday. But here is the case, they will say they understand, and then at the end of the day, you ask them and they say, I think I forgot to know what the teacher taught me. Not that they've forgotten, they didn't understand to remember. And you have to understand before I recall. But if that thing doesn't happen, it will affect tomorrow. So this morning, on this big platform, let me communicate to our teachers. Please find a new way of asking, do you understand? If not just do you understand, beside the one demonstrate to be being sure, another 1 or 2 things be a worker the not being repetitive, another chewing and pour, but making it a bit simpler for them to know. That is also adding learning materials to it. Our teachers are trying, but we still have to forge and push. And please let's encourage the understanding and go beyond. Let's be honest and know that if you have 10 kids in your classroom,
that's right.
You have at least 2 of them getting it straight.
It could even be 98%.
Oh dear. 2 of them can get it at straightforward. Others can start talking about it with their friends. And I gave a vivid example when I was having a conversation with a parent. You teach math. You are with kids in the classroom. There's a number of things you can use. See, for example, 1 bags I was about school, or 1 bags. So they are friends. You are teaching them 5. You are taking out 3 from it. Why don't you let them bring 5 bags? And then you call Kojo, Kofi, Amma, Kwesi, Araba, bring your bags. They bring their bags. How many bags do we have? We have 5 bags. 3 film, 1 and a film. Kobna use the film, Atu use the film, E use the film, 3. At the end of the day, you will find your kids discussing the bags. When Madam was teaching, Okade, me 3 bags in film. Kwekwi in a bag, in a bag, in a bag. Oka Araba na mansape. So that is the simplest, one of the simplest ways we can teach to get the kids to understand. Internet say, my dear, it will be a long way to go. So this morning, that is the quickest and the beautiful message I can give to you.
Say was one man could in atias here. And son of what class of I watch Sad the corona be one.
So Kwame, I'm a teacher. I have 1 hour. Kwame, the only minute you need for a child to grasp what you are teaching is 25 minutes.
Really?
Yes, 25 minutes. The earliest, because the first few minutes is as them first few minutes. And more minutes and you, I mean, recovering, recalling, remembering all these things. International traza icheme basa. Your introduction, the teaching itself, and however mama famana wake. Intina say a classroom traza. Whatever material you are taking, but if I teaching ya, know yourself. Who are you as a learner? Are you a tactile learner? Are you an auditory learner? Are you a visual learner? Visual learner as when you who extra pictures in a K. Tactile, whether it's once a sum, a feeling, another auditory, whether it's in a Caribbean, a okay. Know yourself before you go to the classroom. Obo me too much teach him. And once you are teaching, the main materials you can want. Obo 1 hour to teach. You have bags. Let them bring the bags to the classroom. Because I wonder how many bags do we have here? You are introducing something to them, maybe addition or subtraction. I have 10 bags. One bags in me. I'm using bags as an example.
Yeah.
We can use our shoes.
Yeah.
We can use our pens. We can use our pencils. Everything that or your tactile learner or classroom, honestly, we somewhere feel no I happy. So you introduce it to them with the bags. They bring it. Then they will ask, what is madam going to do? What are these bags for? So you've drawn the curiosity out of the child. Okay. Now today I want us to talk about maybe division. Maybe you want to talk about addition.
Yeah.
That's how you've introduced the program and you've started teaching it.
Wow.
So within your 20-25 minutes, you should get it. And by then, I've probably also more task or better from there. Because why not the man? Because I'm away some more accounts and out. Visual is the name the box in ye fee. Auditory not now. Can I mean say Martin 1 or 2? I'm okay. So within an hour, as a teacher, you should be able to go around it. And so, Kwame, teaching is fun. It's a calling. It's enjoying.
Yeah.
It's only when we don't know how to blend.
Yeah.
That's when we find it difficult to work around it. So you get it. So this morning, please let's find a good way to go about understanding what we are teaching. And Kwame posed a very good question. So find a way to introduce the topic, no matter a chairmat, yes. But what topic are you introducing? Introduce it, teach it for a period, and then find a way to recall it back. And then we
Kwame,
if you are out there in your school, thank you for bringing it.
Yeah.
If you are out there in your school, a institution, you are a church, you deal with kids. You want to talk to these kids about certain topics. Yes. Interact with them. You're finding a challenge. I am available.
That's right.
I'm opening myself now to come to you, to your schools, to your homes, to your churches, to your institutions, to talk to these kids. Because at this point, your kid, if weighs 10 years, should know who a mentor is, why they should follow, who they should accept in their circle, the kind of works they want to do, and even introducing ourselves to the world of work. Into please, I'm opened up. Call me on 0249 06 9821. 0249 06 9821. Na Madam Time Bomb Mbra no nye mofamana emmekasa. Yes in komodem na mamenda little George as the way so him. Okay, we there. Sir, wa from away to 12 years. I will talk about it because I know it's best. 12 years and above, Mpocho Maninsanka Kowa makes no be at it. Obobwan. If you're a family and you want the best place to go to for your family health care, visit Nature Blend. No one sure. Let's Talk Education Consult is the best place to be to assist Woba when it comes to education. And then Kelmet Pharmaceutical will support you with IULab's Grab Water. Grab it, take it, and let your ward get all the relief that they need. Come here.
Kelmet Pharmaceuticals. Ebusia for me chamo. Me temu kache.
And a prayer honey is missing. Solid. Let's Talk Education Consultation. Build the future and through children. Yes.
Money kama. Madam Time Bomb ki say na ko wo a sanka be bo apa but da bi o memo ami abedi nkomo afa a chechefo mo omasuafo ne be aduonu 50 omo no de no be ya obi abe ti yes. Do you understand? Yes, sir, we understand. Yes, supposed to say no. Do you understand? We understand. One yes here. Madam Time Bomb Yadase, any enchechemu wodi aba ene kwan foforo ya o se acheche fo betima faso no matimi abona entete na ekoso e wo classroom no akwada bia nya ne chefa entete say ya na o man be famo wo abra wodi o makọ let's talk educational consult to say the Madam Time Bomb kan no hwo macha kwan e wo Teshi Nungwe State Mango Street from 0249 069821 0249 069821 and a payment can for 21st clinic the amount sciatica expert o to asintini didi mu ko onase wono o ya na wote na no ane sciatica o and as ye bedi wujuma ma wa mesrew to anamo na ko 21st clinic ebra no mo ka sciatica na manfo ntiase ebra no mo bohu dawuro na manfo dwen se agro bi no mudie yeti what wasa and yetam mo ko Rwanda and na yakobo ma ba so se mo sciatica ayare sei ekwan ya mo fei mama ya de mo so mo nye ni mo nyam ye bo ma basobode ekase 21st clinic wo Ghana ya hwema cha kwan ba bia wo bia wo man Ghana omo kra ba tani bi wo ho from 0540 311311 0540 311311 mentra ma oya we me ya de so bi wo so ubetiba di wujuma ne the Ujuma Wabra will call 21st clinic, sciatica expert. Kicking in the drum so drown Zabra Yaka say our health alert clinic. Say your stroke, say when Nasi Nayeti and I say when Nasi and Natata, say your hypertension, say your diabetes, say your Fumukroya, your ulcer. Ferin in aqua down more health alert clinic. Oh yeah, or bebo papa. Huname tutu, Sabra weather Nasisano. When I would to no pemunsam for in Yakoda our health alert. Omokrabatan Bakua Medina, Dwabo Ase, a shaman, and a same for Su from 0242518865 and 0242518893. Health alert na. Danny Daniel, you're going to have a job your minor at Tenasiano and this year, Shronko Kron, what by a name. Na yenina abedi nkomo ne no echenkwe Ghana mu nsem ne yeba abedi nkomo ketase ne proye ho nsem sikadie sikahye o my Ghana boso a aban entimi mo ho ban ene enam so nti sikani o my Ghana yentimi ntua ye ka said ye Ghana for kasafa ahokyere ho nsem said ye normal bo asia ye den wo man mu ha said ye yesidi no age nsemu ne nyina ye nkomo a yeba abedi na no pai wabra odehye pani abetina yenchen anope nidiane Madam Janet Nabla wano na chairperson and leader for PNP wano ena yene no eba bedi nkomo anope branza na no yemongura eye health alert clinic na tse de omukọ na eba no omo ay na anope ni enko na eba na no nkomo no doc yesensi su bio doc yentie o
nyani da so nyame onya okese na oti enkase na health alert clinic me paucho bra kwa me ese ho de back to back na na all man ye ko na wo so hu ne ye ko so man mu na health alert clinic ye so ye de apomode hu sensem e de brew enu nti anama eye bra kwa me abusuafo a o mo gemre editie no o ma gi health alert clinic atomu prekopa abreni na ye ba na ye no kasa moye asona mutu anamo edeba yasuye mamemfa aseda ema obia oba bia me paucho otimi tutu anamo edeba yen clinic on the 1st of this month ya emra na ye free screening ede ama ema nyina no nyame onsiram na eye fekeke eye fedodo sansa busuafo opehye nipa abodompe mo madina Dwabo Ase asama nkaso asimfosua na eye fekeke wagye yatomo prekope enunti ana ensuomu ehwiamu ye de yepese ye ba wonchen na ye no be ye nkyerɛkyerɛ na de ekoso wo nipadua mu no mepawchow se wotinka de yeboboso no wotinka bi wo nipadua mu no atutumrika na de aba health alert clinic na won so no waba abegye ayarehye ese ba bi otomfo ebo na you know otomfo de nda de ebo na cheze hoye de ehia no mesrew enne se nipa be ten ba yaso ya yen check wo mo no yen nyom junso no moja en check no me pacho nipa be 8 de no mo osa yade osa na eno anenne nso so eho aba kwan se ye no ba ebeba be che osa ho yade na wo so no bibia akoye de ama ye ka osa aya na obi nti ase osa yade no me pa ocho ye funu ya ewo nyankopon aboyi mesre wode nkataso bi akata eye ye funu ni mu ye funu inside no de nkataso bi de akata so a tsesa nkataso no enom ana se aduane to ye funu ni mu a enya direct access to ye funu ni mu ankasa na eba se nkataso no ase bibi kokano na se tete na se we out a eno na eba ne sa na ye se wanya ye funu kuro wanya osa na eba peptic ulcer sena bronitai kano na ye wododo na ulcer ana afen so no ye wo gastric ulcer no eno na eto ye funu no no ana duodenal ulcer no so no mepacho eno ana ye esophagus ana se ade aduane from ekoto wo ye mo no mepacho wo soro honom no eno ana aya ekuro ni eba honom ana se ehonom ohaw ba honom a ye se wanya duodenal ulcer mepacho nti ulcer na ana se peptic ulcer no ewo mumyenu eno ne kabom ema yenya eyeden osa na me paucho enioma bi ayeje no na kofa sa osa ne ba ade achia nopa utimu se adwumanti obi penentem te me paucho osori anopa be ye 3 no afaka kan mpo se be ya obenya bi eyasem ofaka no se no kogina ne nyuma mu a me paucho se be ya obenya nsa anaso obenya daje ade ate aduane atu nanum me paucho na akwa ya asem bi eno nti na ni be ba ne ho so na ya najo a wapon a okofie akwakoda mesrewe ba ne sana na odi ohawo ede bre yefunu no esane se nipadua no nyankopon abodiem no wa produce eye gas bia na se acid bi ewo nipadua no ma eno na yedidi na ekoyem a na acid na baba begu aduane no so na ayam na afe no ede nuane no mu ahoɔden no ede amema part no ne yetumi ayeden atumi akɔ atumi aba na eba se sa acid ne ba na aduane bia ne wo yefunu mu a eba ne sana na edidi anase enkataso na ewo wo yefunu nimu no obo se acid no eye den na na nketen ana de tosu mie no so me pacho emwo bia ye from H pylori omo so no ye nyom free eye amonten ye lifestyle bi me pacho nnuane bia ye di a e bia enye hye nsuo bia ye noma enye healthy anaso bi bekọ janan so bi bekọ washroom no be wie no ontumi enwo horo ne nsa ye na ye di edi nnuane bi eba ne sa na sa emwo wa weitimi nya kwan wure ye nipadua nim na sa emwo no omo de adwuma omo dia ne se omo nya kwan wure wo nipadua nim no omo kotona wo yefunu nim ebinim timi di be 3 years mpo ose ho no oto ose ho no oto nte be ye kakra no wanya sojafuo bebre e de aka ne ho enu nti wo pie ba na saduane bia ne nipadua nim a obetimi afidi e wo so abon se afe enkataso na onyankopon abodim no de akata eye wo yefunu se na be ye aduane enya direct contact na me pacho no omudi san kataso no enti eba ne san kataso no free hono mu ana e hona ba be ye kro enti obonu se wudi aduane na ekoto wo yem wa me pacho na wo yem eye boja nsuo mpo na obenum na ekoka kro na na eye wo ya fa ne se wodi enkuda bi atu wo hon se na ye de ade a ye hye asa ade akam obon se eye wo ya pa ye enti ne sabio ekro na ba beda wo yem ana wo se edi aduane a eye hye aduane bi wo hono mu aye mako obu a ope mako pa so sa ho na odi makwadua ni umonze ekokoka ekuro na wona yem na ontumi kura obu wona ma eba na sakra etimi ma ni nipadua no ebe ye basa no honam timi ye ne basa onamo ase ya hwie mako ya twi mako ne ya hwie ade agu ne so ne honam nyina ahyese no nitifo timi dwa no obu a otimi benya blood vision wo hwade mpokura unhu ne ye eno anana ye bon komo se wonya sa signs and symptoms ibia no botutumrika ade aba health alert clinic mami fa number ne mawo sisia mpanifo eje wo so sisia ne wodi nkomo de ye fene se wo hawo no ye betimi aso ano a ye be mo akwankyere na wa den wa ba bia ebe on se Madina pokwa sa shaman kaswa ana asimfo so your number no is 0242 518865 0242 518865 ana 0242 518893 0242518893 obinso so ha ne osa ne eba me pacho kase ya na oye ase oblutu oboti na furu no ayekuntan me pacho bu won so a bra kwa me odidi say na odidi onum si all right so fon na ofon wow eno na wan hwe ye na sabi eno so ye osa bra kwa me ɛno na wanhwɛ yɛm na no obi wɔ asɛm abɛka sɛ ɔde wafa baabi na so na yɛ yadeɛ
wɔdidi nso no
ɔfɔn
obi nso deɛ wɔyɛ kɛseɛ
obi nso deɛ ɔyɛ kɛseɛ obiara ne ne system no sɛ na
ɛdeɛ na de saa deɛ ne ba
bra kwa mu sɛ ɔsa no anaasɛ wo sɛ okuro na aba bɛtɔ yɛm no ntini etimi kura ma wonya diarrhea nti aduane bi atɔ yɛm a na aba bɛsen aduane bi atɔ yɛm a na aba bɛsen nti ɛba ne saa na mepajo udidi deɛ nanso aduane nyinaa saa yɛ den ɛbɛsen nti ɛba ne saa na ma fɔn na wo fɔn wanhwɛ yi abɛka sɛ obi mpo na yɛ den atu aduro nso na nya aduro na obi atɔ mesi yadeɛ wo no
kɛseɛ no nso
deɛ ɔyɛ kɛseɛ no nso wo sɛ aduane tɔ ne yɛm a acid no yɛwɔ nipa ne bebree hɔ no ma acid na e produce ɛma aduane no digest no ebinom deɛ ɛba boro so ɛna ebinom nso so deɛ ni sua ɛno nti no wo a wo deɛ ni sua no nti no ntumi digest aduane no nti na aduane no bo sɛ ase ɛhyehyɛ nanso ɛnhyehyɛ wo yie aduane a ɛhyehyɛ wafuru nkɔ no wafuru ayɛ kɛseɛ na ayɛ totwɛn no adeɛ a ɛhyehyɛ wo yie ɛno nti no obi deɛ ba ɛma ne bluti obi nso so deɛ ba ɛma ne fɔn obi deɛ ba ɛma n'akyi brɛmu tumi yɛ ne ya asɛ wapagya adeɛ bi emu oduro nso mpagya ahwe o n'akyi brɛmu tumi yɛ ne ya dendenden ɔsakoro yɛ a obra kwame obi nso tumi nya blood vision ɔhwɛ adeɛ ɔnhu ne yie nti na mepawkyɛw sentence na yɛbobɔ so no sɛ wonya bia mepato tutumirika na de aba health alert clinic wonnim sɛ health alert clinic deɛ ɛba no ulcer ana sexually transmitted infection gonorrhea syphilis chlamydia bra kwam yɛyɛ number 1 ɛno deɛ nyɛ me na meka mpanifoɔ ana abɔ yɛn aba so sɛ the whole West Africa ɛnyɛ Ghana nkwa the whole West Africa ɛno nti mepawkyɛw ntutumirika nkɔ baabi ɛnkɔ kasɛm akɔsɛe me sika mesrɛw ɛnɛ deɛ person na wonnim but ɛnɛ deɛ woyɛ den wonim tutumika bra health alert clinic na ɛba bɛgye ayarehwɛ ɛnyɛ ɔsankwa na yɛhwɛ bra kwame ɔba health alert clinic na medical kase sexually transmitted infections say gonorrhea syphilis chlamydia woyɛ obema mepawkyɛw na nsɛ hu sɛ wodwo nso a obema no nso fitaa bi di akyire ɛyɛ yadeɛ ɛmfɛde wo yadeɛ wɔ hɔ nti ɛna ayaresa wɔ hɔ ayaresa wɔ hɔ nti na bibiduro wɔ hɔ abibiduro wɔ hɔ nti na nyame abie health alert clinic mpanifoɔ ni amyɛtumi di ɛhaban no bi afra haban no bi na afei no yɛde kutia saa yadeɛ wɔ nyina ɛno nti mepawkyɛw woyɛ obema mepawkyɛw wodwonsɔ no wobɛhu sɛ mu sisɛ wo dwonsɔ no asɛ bi ba sɛ dwonsɔ bɛde wo tɛntɛntɛntɛm na so sɛne bɛyɛ a dwonsɔ no bɛba no kora na akɔyɛ asɛm woyɛ ɔbaa instead sɛ wo ne ho ka no nhyia mu anka wobɛte dɛ no mepawkyɛw wodeɛ no yaw ana wonam na nsa ho ababa bɛgu wo maa no hɔ mepawkyɛw totomirika na bra health alert clinic woyɛ obema mepawkyɛw gonorrhea yadeɛ nti ama obema no ya na ɛyɛ ketewa afɔw mesrɛ wo ɛyɛ yadeɛ Bible kura nyankopɔn nim sɛ yadeɛ wɔ ho nti na ɔsɛ mundi dua na ba na momfa hahan no ɛnsa yadeɛ nti mɛmfɛre wo yadeɛ tutumirika ba health alert clinic na bɛgye abibiduro na fa ko etia wo yadeɛ nɔmba no ɛyɛ 0242 51 88 65 0242 51 88 65 ana 0242 51 88 93 0242 51 88 93 bra anaasɛ wode afrɛ sisi a na mpanifoɔ nyɛ wo so na yɛne wo ni nkɔmmɔ deɛ aka biara no mepatwɔ yɛsu na machine no so ɛwɔ hɔ mepatwɔ wo a wonya wowɔ waist pain wowɔ back pain wowɔ sciatic pain wɔkyere brɛ mu wɔkyere nkasɛɛ mepatwɔ ɛyɛ wo ya wotena ase a adwuma a woyɛ wopagya nneɔma ɛmu ɔduro ɛne ɛba ne saa no ama wo sisi mepatwɔ obi wɔ no ma ɔsi Afrika mu koraa na akɔyɛ asɛm yawa wɔtena anoɔden mesrɛ wo brane yɛmfa sɛ yɛsuna machine mu na afei yɛ massage wo pɛpɛɛpɛ yɛwia yɛmfa bibiduro no ɛnka ho na ɛkɔ nonom ɛno nti yɛsa honam ani deɛ no ne yɛsa deɛ wɔwu nipadua no mu nso so deɛ ɛdeɛ nti wobɛwie no bohu sɛ biribiara no akɔyie kwame nyame ɛnhyia abusuafoɔ na ɔnhyira ɛyɛ power 97.1 at TV XYZ nyame ɔnyɛ mo
ɛno wura fie nyɛ yie
ɛsa
na sɛ alphabet no sase a eduru baabi a na ewie
mo
XYZ yɛde asi
saa pɛpɛɛpɛ
yɛne baabi akɔ XYZ ɛyɛ ara wɔ
more fire
Attention all HD Plus subscribers, starting 13th June 2024.
leader and chairperson over the party. So
National Executive Committee members no.
Omo free this no.
Omo free PNC no.
Omo na form party.
Omo na form party no. And omo two omo nsa frɛ.
Say member na member ye.
Say be di animu.
Inti we enyame na me form here, that is one. And na two, because of the court and a judgment na eba ya, even now we strongly disagree. And ka beti ma dia call appeal court na ye dia call dia ka ho, but enfa ho, because politics is about the people. If the people somebody if a court is infringing a person on the people, that he should become a ruler over them. There are things that we can do to avoid that, and the best thing to say you be free party no so.
Hey, court asemi a wo kan ya twema dwen asidie amanfo bebre can say he say omo partem tenia was sabre under his excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo no sas attemptenia na na enim kane no enye no bi no munya. Is that the case?
You see Ghana for obi a committee a particular offense me pese me fan to sa nipa kro no so, because at times say you broaden a pe na all those committee crimes they will run
I will deal with the specifics. Okay. But me broaden komono because ye topic I jitum say you be discuss here state of Ghana. And one of the state of Ghana, and I say to be a Ghana woman a man for time can wasem and they say omunya sa justice na kaneno omu dwane court so mo kopia omu tanya and people say based on your kan then sa no no crown.
So in that case we will blame the Legal Council of Ghana for badly not doing their work, because Legal Council of Ghana omu na training sa lawyers omu be judges na de keka ho nti say your problem in this sector, that institution should be looked at. And obi person on fa gun into swa muma yamfa ya guns into ohonomo, because according to the constitution the judiciary is supposed to be an independent body. They are not supposed to be manipulated by government or by any other person. So say what judiciary na who say laws na say interpretation of the law no is not going well, then we have to put our guns at the judges and then the legal counsel for not doing their job well.
Atemwa for no titiri mo panyi pa no. Eye mampanyi ne pa no meboa. Ena wo ma yedum kogu Supreme Court no mampanyi ene pa wo mo meboa. Ena amemo yi so no eya na mpempi no ye hwe panindie leadership ene ye disusu kari o my Ghana tebia. It is ye discuss it ye discuss it and some for judiciary one. Would you fault anyone say about pointing accusing fingers at the president, say under his leadership, and no one be saying you? Would you fault the person?
You see, your constitution, we should send a constitution in corner. Almost say who were this in government is through appoints the Supreme Court. Almost saying Supreme Court judge, Gertrude no Tokuno Chief Justice.
Yeah.
But appointing we are. The constitution have given you powers to become independent. Say even president or yebibia, wow, appointee you can stand in front of him and then do the needful. That is
a man for almost so who should
your culture. Your culture and your traditions are like negative cultures and traditions. Share omo appoint to be as minister pe ube who say Okasama government. The government be bia enye obeka sama government no. What type of life is that? And a mesa
yabaso memo atre nsem ni mu memo acheche hu ye gina ho ba mama ko ye mrache bedwafie ho. Another issue be si wo efa eye sika ye gi wo Ghana di mu. O guys a Friday ya no mo twe ho dawre aban si wo posepe another $200 million de abone bra don kuma no se dabi $200 million bi a wo gi free World Bank for year away. Wa kunta ye. Yen kwa homa no so na ye ni Honorable Emmanuel Kwesi Bejira, Member of Parliament and my Adishie wo Whole West, or also a member of the Works and Housing Committee, or Mrashabefie, ni komote na fe yen komono. Ya to so we are still on the state of my Ghana. No ma a higher and no more botia ye, and in a bit my ye, Eddie Honorable, Yamachu Makwaba.
Yo, come me chat for you.
Etiefo ni ahwefo so ejo so honorable boy want asie mu ani cheche mu eye sabosia na ye di kanya free World Bank on $200 million no if you na motwe down say eye dom aban emu ho akonta no cheche wo works and housing committee no so mete $42 million bi say no mo de atete odo got anim cheche ni wo so mo di sika na ye enu nti mo so mo mpene so mo nkoje foforo ma.
Come last thing. Friday, no. Almost the idea additional loan be about we should approve it for Garrett project. Garrett project near Greater Accra Resilient Integrated Development Garrett project. It means rain water and flooding our Accra. We are able to resolve it using $200 million to build drainage works, to build storm drains, the certain order, any colleague, and also creating what we call retention pond. And detention pond, media show free mountains. We can retain the water for some time before we carry it to order, and then do some secondary small drains into order to carry it to, from order into the main body, into the lagoon. And other projects, small projects, is you train people, you also build what we call solid waste, components. So, in 2000, the used $200 million USD for supplementing. Every 2020, the project has not been done. In fact, the opportunity is less than 10%.
Aya projects ya obobo so nyina no. Omo nyemu ba akokra.
Although it came, let me say they use the money.
Okay.
They sort of say $200 million. We say, signing mom every parliament. What is the money for? I'm not saying they use $65 million of COVID expenditure. They have also decided, they want to enlarge to increase the scope. So I'm saying. So it has nothing to do with, and actually, they just added them to me, and they almost here additional 80 million.
But even with the COVID, don't know what they can throw. Wabra would down who can clear mamma, and who money more me I clear mamma. Even with the COVID, no, a dear deporte, no most state is a woman de ye. 65 million.
Yeah, say, what did you use the money for? COVID money for? We use 65 million from our money. Then I was coming up to now. They're not giving us any documentation on that. And to start $65 million, and then Ghana to use $55 million over 3 years. That is to get the money. It's so a higher on without consideration. People are crying. Up to now, I'm not sure it's all the examples. Hey, the third one here, compensation. Also, I'm going to have 60 million for compensation. And World Bank condition is when you apply for World Bank, you have to what we call local content or local money to pay for compensation. World Bank will not pay you for compensation so that you have the right of way. Compatibility marriage, so you have to look for your own money to do it. So there's compensation in the initial contract, $800 million. Almost a 1 year, World Bank say, to give them 15 million, plus the 55 million, plus the 68 million, totaling 150 million. How China that is together the person. So they $200 million only say you know what for on. Apart from the 65 million, how much was our event? How much do you have left there?
Ana me lose wo ahoma so if it's possible so betima dada ho wabra o sa question na obisa ye no how much obesa sisu bi o mama ahoma ni mu enhyeda nyai emu enhyeda na okra honorable what do you mean ka wow emu nyakra menim ye san hwese betimi asa fra obi o sɛ be ya wotew kwan so betimi aboa ye na enkomo no yetimi di asipo ansa na yetimi atoa ye enkomo twetwe no so yimanti ye san fra no bo bagira bio na ye ntoa enkomo no so onabo Emmanuel Kwasi bagira member of parliament ma de hye wo ho west embeso so no wo kyerɛkyerɛ enoma aban se wode sika na ye akuntabuo no ento asomu and I'm sure say Madam Janet about one MP can ever enoma bi sound because ni nyina fa oh my Ghana TV but we're discussing judiciary no any GD amanfo any ewo mu and na me bisa say so be the subono ebo president say under the leadership any ehuru sa de we ya oni akoni wrong also say culture
there be a culture traditions and even teachings no akwala ko school teachings ayedi mo omo asori obeko na family yankasa se na yetiti yemamu awo yankasa ye family so ni nyina contribute to what is happening because accusations are who sa time na NDC for no mo ho sa accusation we na baye and so much
hold on la mame ne honorable nwe nkomo no be so mama nya time am opa honorable what do you mean aha afidi emu da opa afidi emu da yes
yeah bisa we say 200 million busa yeah we went for no how much have they spent from that 200 million family already a draw down be by na draw down no sister no we draw down 120 million USD and the top are almost spending $120 million already. He buys to public. And the rest, no, into something else. Now, out of that 120, no, almost you are contracted for our Juma Sisano, almost you are only $8 million US. Only $8 million US. And if you can that's one additional 150 million for the project. Wow. It is not about the project. It's about our own integrity and credibility. Sir, in your mind, somebody has taken 200 million and you are convicting the person, taking the person to court for agreement. I'm talking about agreement. You send 200 million. The only agreement is here. Yeah, you see how at least 1,510 units of houses have been constructed with the 200 million. Well, the amount of 200 million, we cannot see anything. In fact, the minority side, the side, maybe maybe a sector home, maybe a dredging. And this since when have they dredged this? It's for 2 years now. Obi am dredging or not? Wow. And see, then they just stop the money left, right, center, forward. But
by Yansha, be a mopasa mo yemete say minority leader, Dr. Kasiara to force and Eka, Edia to Munian Momo, a year don Kasiana, Afa say, Moba Krata, Edia Koma World Bank, 1 year SCA. Nano Nanim was never say, you know, Anna.
If you do something and you think you are doing all of that. So yeah, say the former president was corrupt. And yet we are not corrupt. We want to prove to the whole West the most incompetent and corrupt government Ghana has ever witnessed. You are buying with. How can you take money, you will not use the money, and you are looking for additional money for the same project? what I said, I told minority leader said we should call for forensic audit. And he also added me said, we will not only call for forensic audit, we will audit even the workers themselves. Here, I'm a professional in a built environment. And she prepares a ticket for payment of work. Answer a web and material panel. There's a unit called, project management unit from Webbank. They will make sure that and to answer or maybe or pay the money. But in this case, they have spent so much money, there's nothing to show for. And the Webbank is wrong, there's a problem there. How can you pay money for work that has not been done?
Hey, Matthias, but back here in Ghana, no, so when you see Friday, no, is that to say, yeah, Oman Yomukwaya, Bosiano, Omonsabekana, because what to about say, Mania, Biana Mojanwana.
There are more numbers, no, and the one, and then the loan will come through. But that's not the end. Yeah, me in particular, I say no. And we decided that this will not be the end of the thing. Because now you're a ranking member at the time, Yeji Lono. And then you have say, you go to the side, I went to the side, nothing is going on. I mean, what is this? What can we be listening to our song? Where you have for a project and nothing is going on. Can we continue like that? And we want this country to grow, we want development to come on. Remember, and then someone, because you took a loan and this is for something else. And then you're looking for money to show up your reserve, to show up your forest. And you said you're using for gathering. This is not for. They're not using for gathering, they're using to show their reserve.
Very well.
Because we don't need that money for gathering. Actually, all we needed is the 65 million that was directed to COVID. They should bring that money back. And then we don't even need an additional 68 million for any additional work. That's good. That project will be completed and attract people. All of us will be happy. And there will not be any value in that. That's all.
Honorable, you're bringing there be no me very excited to say can we best studio nothing. Yeah, you know, one by one. Said be ya and Tiase be ya no adwuma pa. Yeah, me that's a pa no brain so. Honorable Emmanuel Kwesi Bejira, MP Ho West and a member of the Western Housing Committee kaneno na oye ranking member. Bra na omoji sa $200 million bosiano no a ranking member. Omo raise issues. Omo so omo koye nhwemu. Adwuma na yesi yemfanye no. Enye no na akoso. Akuntabu nso a prekese basa. Wo wagina numbers omo wo so e de patapa e kwa akwaje bosia yi. Asa de abeka ho na beyeka adaye so. Ba mama Janet na yentoa yenkomo no so. Yebeba bosia boyi ho ensem so yebete de ono so woka e de yafa ho. Ono na ye leader and chairperson of PNP, the latest political party abeka. The number of political parties are oh my Ghana. We're dealing with that seeming distrust in the judiciary. And Anamibusa say, would it be wrong? So Bibeka say, under the leadership of Nanado Dankwe Kufuado, and assassin we amano homenesho.
When say Obi ye nipa papa, no matter what Obi be influences and nipa krona ompine. Say we ye wujuma ye. Na wo like we see wo di onyankopon di nti wo suro onyankopon wo maame ne wo papa trenu wo yie say wo ye wo ya enye na wo kwa this in school na wo teachers can about morality like attitude and de keka ho a there is no way a wo benye bone a wo be kokko di sa bone no so it is our way of life Ghana now say ye de bia me ka kire nipa say ye ka corruption a enya politician na nkwa na e corrupt too. Politicians, we are less than 1% of Ghana's population. So, corrupt, it will not have an effect. Obia, like the entire country is corrupt. From wherever, whether Nipakuno ye politician or your politician or Nipakuno ye corrupt. So, we have to look at the genesis of the problem and how to be able to solve it.
But in a situation now, like your word, sir, Abanwe, what Baban would you know? Ketasene proyeso eno no ye campaign pao e ma man for June 2 to abamo to the sense waka so be use kaka moto bi kwan ya yedi wurawura nsem ase ekohwie ni ase a nice principle ed yakwati aketase no pray na ye tete Cecilia Dapa ho nsem ye te say office of the special prosecutor what so ansa gran wewura ensem afa ketase no pray mu a omoni ye di ni ye
so something a PMP for ye pese Ghana for bi omoni no mu hu say bibia ekoso what they are seeing is not what is there where your politics obi pese on ba power obi kan sem nyina just to get to power into power so that the power no be ye de ono ope nti obi pe power on ba mbe ka kiro say minti solve corruption no Ghana for nti yen hwe se na ye betima like to solve corruption is a very big deal. It's a very, very, very big deal because it's about attitude.
What's the big deal in having, you're breaking it down. Okay. What's the big deal in solving corruption when you have the office of the special prosecutor? Nidiane say 1 year juma, wonwura ensema efaketa nsane proyemu. What's the big deal about?
See me catch you say, but we ye Ghana, the asem ni na ye di politics. And the politics inti na corruption na.
Politics ni free one ho.
See, Ghana for CCA is like we've turned the entire country into politics. So that Obi Obi DSCC na omuchini pakrona. Obi dwani under the umbrella of MPP and NDC. No ma babe supporting sani pakrono. Obi ko wari akwala. No musi wa wari akwala. Obi dwani into politics. Obi ko fatika bebre atuni den no muka. The person will run under politics. No political parties are babe Sonny Patrono.
We are dealing with specifics.
Specifics.
Mama OSP. Wunim the mandate. Wunim the Juma said city. And a Juma no announcer office of the special prosecutor no. A office be a President Akufo-Addo te ya. Waso babe jina so dia tu ketazene proyase. As a citizen of the Republic of Ghana and as a political leader, when you worry say sa tu no ene e ka kire say wontimi enkunti aketase no project no abeya ankonam ankwan no bi.
You see say we person won't fight corruption in Ghana it's a very long way and yes short way a we betimafa because onoye special prosecutor no he is being ruled by a constitution and a Ghana sisi a we be chi obi ofa wade na wachi ni pakro no wodi ni court no e be take you more than 5 years na mo ho on be can say won prove beyond reasonable doubt. We become free witness na nipakunu su twontro which one nipakunu no you are holding on to a camera but because of the way our constitution is no a bit draggy so you have to pass through the constitution to get whatever you need. And then the special prosecutor
and then constitution no
for instance special prosecutor who say me wosika na see me wosika nti wachimia onti me mfa me nkotu jelo this a young court adenti na me wosika wuchimi brabe awo ene wo ye constitution so omo say
obi anka so de obi ko jail
debi wodi me court court be bisa me say be bisa o mrabe ne wo Ghana mra so say obi ntimi nwo sika wa ne fie ana wuti say obi sika yira ana wo wia so you have to prove beyond reasonable doubt that I'm a thief, I'm doing money laundry. So wontimi improve ya enu nka say maybe system no eyewu na wontimi improve ya and na wo be improve ya. If you want to prove on it, you will have to pass through certain people. Nasa nipanamo, if they are not ready to give you the information, then it becomes a problem. And no na mekano. Sa nipana umbe boawa, ubetimanya with information, then you will prosecute. So omo ready because they don't believe in what you are doing. It becomes a problem. Adentina sa nipana omo pese omo boawa. That is what we should be asking ourselves.
Nipa ba kwa waso ma special prosecutor no support paye mampania ono ankasa use OSP as a tool to fight corruption and that ono na ye petition no say yentu OSP na de so ono kro ya na ebra OSP e share Cecilia Dapa investigation ase no o twe krata tintin de beto abonten say emra na wie ye no na Cecilia Dapa ne hu so nsa abrobe. How does this help?
Meti say omuchuro petition ne man no mrasi within 7 days on fama de keka ho na mra and odi koye but the ochuro petition no what kind petition no na nipa kono si the OSP position you are not supposed to go out there and be saying things that investigations you are doing. You are not supposed to divulge those information to people.
That's all. No,
so Debbie, now something that me see. So we should Ghana problem now. It is our own selves because me investigate you. I'm supposed to do everything in secrecy, and then at the end of the day, me give me evidence. Come quarter. Na court na sisi omudi wa asem so a asem ne beba court emba me this thing because you signed
mampanyin ne na ban ne de omu so sa brobe on sana pache we are say Ghana for na ye
me can say
ye tumi amo
me can say
so bo hwe man so
we di tumi ama OSP na wa ka kire OSP say sign say sa tumi we you are not supposed to be discussing investigative matters to the media, to people and other things. Now what that like then he goes behind to do otherwise. Now on him say or sign a krata no. Is he not supposed to like we hold
on, Janet. You feel that is democratic? Say
it is democratic. Say men
hold on. Nasa baby a word no. What dan where the nasa wapon nsem bi e de a chance ntwefo said the bay Ghana for be hu adwuma wo ye na. You think that is democratic?
It is against the constitution. Say we be investigation na. Listen, any China wo. The democracy of Ghana protects me that say we investigate me. Do not go and tell my information to people. Democracy no. It is a who be ko catch nipa say it is your democratic right to have freedom of speech, to tell people things. It is my democratic right. Say, who's wants protect me? According to the constitution.
Na wasem no ho atitiri Cecilia Dwabo Ase mi ho. Na wo ho a fere tan eye nim guase a wadan na didi a kire amansan nyina ohaw beba kire me.
Debio mikrampo sa asem no Cecilia Dwabo Ase no. At times me minimo say almost investigating money laundering or it is right say on my Ghana yen punishes our behavior no because it's creating problems for this country. Say we be money laundering, but say when you money laundering no be to see we are money laundering and the person doesn't have any evidence against you and no about be a problem and I yes sir into the year can say we want the constitution to work. For the constitution to work, the OSP must do his job. And then
constitution in fan and OSP the breach. Catch them.
There be almost see
to portion of the constitution. OSP the breach.
Say privacy. And you this in OSP as an OSP obe just up to me no. Omo man who say sa position who your investigation you don't divulge information out to the public until you are done with your investigation. It is in there. And no, Sisi Omudi against no.
OSP acting him.
Nadia no muchro says Sisi Omo Tuno.
We want a tray.
And Omo friend is saying, Martin Amidu Naturoye. Otroye and Okoti, some sections of the constitution are bridge on the OSP law. And no more Otroye. Into Ebani say, we are OSP. You know that people are looking for you. Obi position with Jipe Ebe Nipakunia. Obedi hotia o nkese se ohun say Martin Amidu ene omukeka ho they are behind him so nkese se ohun sa de no na won ye ne dwuma so that at the end of the day they will not get him because obi pese on chiwa o this small things in because this is so prevalent to me dear and say omon fanye dwuma kura
and ye de wo hunu fa OSP no
Debbie me say OSP ni me onu ya adwin o
yes
he's doing his work well I like him and the de kukosu wo onu attorney general like they have some friction me dead that's democracy
they should not everyone
I don't know like oye ni dwuma na we see me pede we ye and o see me so me yes and who person
na was say
that is good sanka omu ye no one enu me hu say political influence
boa
say I'm not under you cannot tell me what to do we are attorney general you have your office won't me be catch me OSP say me ye sa de we me nye so me de say ono attorney general was no I won't do your work for you won't do my work for you please don't come and tell me what to do.
What about a state institution be to say yoko wono no wonya anya nhwehwemu ba wo hwe OSP de no so e dia conclude say nhwehwemu we ya hwe mfiri mu ba What about that institution?
Say sad and want to mean country me say we who more remember say allow the person to do the thing to the latter. Want to mean no. So with that one I don't agree.
No, Yokono is supposed to conduct an investigation. But no was 1 year investigation because Oshe OSP DNA and Kusiaga it one she won't go fishing.
No. OSP, let me say Yoko no more catch OSP say my Yoko some information concerning the money laundry because who petition will be to Yoko say money laundry. They need more information than just money laundry to be able to execute their business.
To come back to some information.
Wow, who alleges must prove. Wow, who can say or money laundry no OSP. When I say won't come out with something say way no way na me who say and no lead to money laundry.
As a political party, mabafo from a person will lead mine. Are you suggesting say you could now ntimi on one investigation embe who say the OSP canon and Ukraine say no is that what you're suggesting?
But you know that me your institution now what be catch me say obi we are baby now one find information be mama we see me ko how
wabra one mandate say tobo wabra won so one mandate say asem sa na hu hia Ghana fo nyina no won so betima ye nhwe. Are you saying say
the American say the truth is that who say who yes had na me fire wo I will let them the PMP government I will let them fire you from your job.
Fine,
there be OSP because they say we be babe catch Iyoko say omo investigating without any dissent, without any evidence. I was we investigative body. Now we
Yoko's regiment in the same.
So Yoko, for instance,
as a say aba Yoko nka
who say
nyame ncha de
Debi omo di abro.
And what we say
Debi see ohwehwe wo di asem ko Yoko a juma wan kasa wo be ye wo pe fa asem ko on be catch say okay you are bringing me information about this e saying anyway okay evidence no here before Iyoko is not to do investigation, it is to confirm that what you are saying is right. And no omujuma say who say obi ye bibi now the information na be ma they will take the information and cross check the information to make sure that whatever you have said is the right thing. But see I won't fa hwimba me Iyoko now see omonkoye investigation, a different investigation altogether. I don't think if that is what the OSP meaning say maybe on yes but on yes dear on you see investigative body and he who alleges must prove. When our face who can say maybe there is money laundry for small evidence bra Iyoko na monsu nwa bibia they can stand on but say one fashion more they will not be able to investigate. You see that's the system and that's the law. Say until it's not like I'm supporting Iyoko or anybody, but I'm just saying that we have our institutions. Juma. So we are Juma Jia. All this in Tower Ember.
But it is also on the accused to prove the source of income. Baby, as can free buy. I didn't think a way in our quiet as
a and baby, a me stepping on. Accusing
a young question. Why? The question is saying law no a yen yenim I was working can be as lawyer grant say the law on money laundering says if you are accused of money laundering the accused have to prove source of income. It is a akwenya naba na say what's our year I didn't think that yabedu baby I draft to the sense Yoko no person no abeye ehwemu said be ya same way na ye pen yen sabeka
and no be me so me I side with the lawyer because say ye investigation na say on prove beyond reasonable doubt say cannot
in this case one accused
and yes Cecilia this in dapa no say on chire baby onye sika ne free so I'm thinking that maybe oka this baby onye sika ne free and maybe OSP is not buying to what he's saying. You see, but if you are not buying to it, you have to do investigation to establish.
So if
because me say my sister na di sika na mama, na wo kwhwe my sister account na my sister will need sa sika na odi be mama. You have to come back and tell me that it is not true. Tell me where your sister got the money to give you, or your transfer, or your DN. So you have to like prove beyond all reasonable doubt. Because when him say
why
say OSP on more investigation on Cecilia Dapa. He has to prove Cecilia Dapa has to prove beyond reasonable doubt. Says he cannot.
Yoko the only adwuma bia ye ho.
There be na who say who ye sa adwuma we na won ye ya. Wo di ko Yoko ye den.
Yoko woni adwuma bia ye wo.
There me can say
we me ba to Dwabo Ase. Relax. Woni adwuma bia ye ewe asem yi a ehia Ghana fo nyina.
You know when him say many accused na I will see it as witch hunting. Say who are we OSP? Who bisa me? Baby, I mean, me free. As we are going, as we are going through things, who could find Yoko diaba? After we are diaba, now I'm answering to you. I'm answering to Yoko. What are we doing? Dear Mika, Enyamra, OSP Yeni Juma. She's still on the stage. See, OSP. You see, almost
the suspicion of money laundering.
Dear me, catch on say someone arrest you police for arrest you. While the police are investigating you, military for aba, fire service for nyina wo so. Aden is it democracy? Until you no omo keka hunu nyina wo Cecilia Dapa nchen make her say it's not democratic. Say OSP Yeni Juma. We are on Fanko Iyoko. We are any investigations are me ya me hu ye. No muso aji from that place. Na obia di bana
when the first time we Ghana ha PMP leader when the first time we Ghana ha and we who say bodies be sano more than one investigation on a matter of national interest when the first time we be Ghana
there be me who say minim say bodies are omu ye juma
what is BSc we Ghana
there me can say minim say rules and regulations are say enkoso our your constitution so minu wo wasema first police for be your investigation no mu dia court na court for agisu no mu so ya ansa na almost prosecute me minim sa de no na special prosecutor ni mi ye wo sa investigative thing no between us na ye wie na Yoko aba enemeko special prosecutor nchen ochina na mi ko Yoko na de eba no na de na eye. Let's finish with one person, then the matter is sent to the because Ghana your constitution tie. So we will find this now with their
constitution in front of Kasa.
Now this in how do I even call it? You can about declaration of assets. So we declare we assets at the ama auditor general. Oji assets na no be ko baby I will say we fear nuti now we share assets no amaki. We are no dia na akọ Shirad akọ kachiro mu say mpacho no see ni fie ye we ni ma check me hu say fie we enye ni dia ina we. That is how things are done. Enye say we be sorry a we be ka say me ye mintimi ye nti we de bram na beji na wo djuma ni dia. So dia ye can say special prosecutor.
You still haven't answered my question.
About what?
So you are saying say Yoko no oni twaka bia wa say we wo.
O wa sem bebre. O wa sem bebre. There be o wa sem bebre. O wa sem bebre wa sem we ka. Because special prosecutor we are on find the findings in command.
I find ya draw me dem say e just special prosecutor.
So now wait.
Answer na Yoko abem.
Wait. When a day asem no call Yoko.
No, me bisa question.
But me bisa say
I was say Yoko office of special prosecutor area investigation and sana Yoko abem ya tell him. It is not law. Yoko cannot. It has no legal basis.
Obi anfa ko Yoko identity na Yoko be investigation.
Yoko is a body that can investigate as well.
Are you the one who took the case with Yoko?
I am saying that Yoko.
Nobody has sent any case with Yoko. Who when they decoy?
Madam Opeso rule Ghana. Yoko, Madam Opeso Ghana for to abamawo. Yoko is a body mandated by the constitution that can as well conduct an investigation.
But who took the case to Yoko? Has somebody taken the case to Yoko?
Special prosecutors were who an aspect of money laundering. I was also say Yoko bet medi wujuma. Eti na Yoko twan.
Na Yoko. Na Yoko see den. What say one fast bibi amom. You don't do investigation on nothing. Now who special prosecutor we investigation now we say Adena Babe yet tough no. What di komo obi say on your mouth. What is it? So your one kasa office no sisi Ababe edien. Look, ye nyina onyankopon si yen ka nokure. Ye pese ye hu bebia honorable Cecilia Kandapa Cecilia Dapa onye si can free because it's good for this country. But the omo ye sisi they are just special prosecutor should have something to tell Iyoko. Me investigation. Me who say what's in the brand a DC canamano, but me share in the bra account is Tikano and free in the bra account. Way, something for Iyoko to hold on, so that they will also call him to investigate. But we will be say Debbie, me my investigation until Uncle Iyoko Musumufa, na me my yemi dear, me say money laundry. When yes I no like you use your mouth to just talk. Okay. And we are special prosecutor, so I don't think it's right.
What about some prominent Ghanaians be to say former Auditor General Daniel Yaodomlevo, University Don Professor Ransford Jampo, outspoken anti-graft campaigner Martin Pebu, security analyst Dr. Adam Bona, and over 100 other Ghanaians on my petition parliament say Omon conducted a bipartisan probe into Yoko. The Subai was Adiemo.
I know you.
What was it?
Because number one, same way I be. So mo free Yoko. Onu subeba be kenenum. Na yin na hu de ntia omo ye de omo ye no. It's a good thing. Me hu say omo petition parliament and me there because parliament is always in an partisan decision because you were MPP and NDC. Until omo nyina baso no mo be ye bibia. At times there is more respect. I was find this no so. Chenya ebe to say like would demand only MPP and NDC for. Until sa omo petition no, they should. I think that Parliament should sit on it and make sure that we get a solution and then we get a finality to the issue where Onyesi can free. Because now your problem no, it's not about anything. It's about where she got the money from, and that should be paramount for any Ghanaian to be able. We should all be worried. Where baby Onyesi can.
Are you also not worried? I mean, President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo ba monten wo entem hariso ebe buano bim one statement no say by the time my investigation be ba na wie no na wadi bim. Are you not worried? Said you will see here na ade no when you say eno na ama ase akukodro bia be she institutions li bi mu say omonya de omoye
who say first na ye start asem no me catch we say Ghana the type of training na omo is the reason why we are like this. As if say you will feeble character be, as if say government be picky say be minister, be attorney general, be special prosecutor. Now you want to do the bidding of the government, not for the state. And no need a problem. Both MPP and NDC government buy when you know is here. So, same way, we have to build the Ghanaian, jai politics. Because say we build the Ghanaian no matter the political party that will come into place, the Ghanaian will stand strong. Because a building, Obama say he building institutions, but to the PMP, if we don't have strong men and women who can stand and do the right thing now, we building institutions, institutions will be in vain. Because we have right institutions.
Daniel Domelevo is an example of a strong man.
Yes, who
and one money institution at the end of the
you see, na me share ne regime time no, and a dear kuko so, and I mean one particular thing be, you see. Because now onune ye Auditor General and Kamini Dan Domlevoa me engage obia in the media and I will look for a spokesperson. A spokesperson would be in charge of everything. Me anka so be anti this because we almost from say we are experts, our experts, and now we are this now. You don't come out yourself to do anything in the media so that the government will think that I'm doing no. Have your how do they call them, a spokesperson who is in charge of all these things. And Kobia who this in Bibia be a spokesperson in fact. But I will be under because we say we Ghana for. And I will him say we be bois now we back outside now we can. Even your posture will let them bring this MPP and NDC tag on you. And as Saba, you have destroyed the entire country because you would have been the one to help us. Where are you now? So anka oye krom na our special spokesperson na oka na se manwa no ye ni juma anda anka we nyina emba so that was one of the fault that Misumi who say na our anka sisi ano onu ne daso and Ghanaians would have continued to listen. Meti say or retirement ana So in this country, it's not that PMP per se the right thing. Say per se the right thing now. We are trying our possible best to remove the political factor out of things so that at the end of the day we would actually get the real problem of the country and how we can be able to solve the problem. Problem. They say how to solve a problem, not how to side with way on another. No, we are trying to see what is the problem. Like special na me person me who special prosecutor oko iyoko edebe information on the koye and adentina iyoko for one person. Then I heard that he did not send anything.
But don't you think the Iyoko must also show an appetite on investigating the matter?
Oh, say me catch there.
Say Iyoko, there should be an indication of me kondo say menso metima kwase me na ma peno kure na magana.
Me ne wo ye wi a wo de kokan this no Iyoko omolo no. Iyoko wo ho a
wo kasa to say there.
Debio Iyoko
question.
So me see Iyoko.
My questions are based on the same law.
Iyoko is when you bring your things to them, when you bring your proof to them that this is what, and they will now work on your proof to see whether it's true or not. But one fashion you can't get up. Mean to me, sorry, Sisi, and catch you.
My question here is very simple. Don't you find it problematic the lack of appetite from the Iyoko in getting into the matter?
You know something?
Don't you find it problematic?
No. In a sense that
there's nothing wrong with it.
There be Iyoko for baby. See the say who ba mi ankasa krampoko Iyoko ko ka say obia ye bibia. They will want me to come with proof. Iyoko is not there to use word of mouth.
When I be proof no.
Wait say me see what we bibia. Say me see who we bibia. I should be able to establish something. So when they see the establishment, they will say that thank you. We will investigate on it.
So is this the new?
Obia ye money laundering to investigate no. No. You the one who is saying the person is doing money laundering. You must come out with certain things to let me know that wait money laundering woman. But one fashion bar now see me my yama dear wudia. I don't think it's right. I think that is why Iyoko.
And I'm stating as a matter of fact, say when you first time we're Ghana you will say Iyoko ye investigation and other bodies a investigation. It's a matter of fact. Go check it. Last question. Is this the kind of new Ghanaian PMP?
You see, PMP for you see your slogan no my family, my community, my motherland. Yes, see my family, my community, my motherland, because you who say Ghana, other political parties ebaya ebidi hini Ghana, they detach themselves from the people. As a result, problems are ankebeti solving them. The problems we are not solving them. Wubisa say, is it the type of government that PMP4 yeba? PMP4, we are coming in to make sure that the things that Ghanaians have been fighting all this while is they are able to find solutions for those problems. Because since 1992 up to this time, there were both MPP and NDC in government. About accusations, we are not looking deep into the issue. It's just about we are using our energy to drive, and the more we do that, the more we don't get anything. We vote a party into power, the party comes into place, and the one that they said they were doing bad things, they do more bad things than that. Since 1992 till now, ever since our year called Fourth Republic, the government that is in power that they usually chastise, the one who comes in, the government that was there is better than that one. So we check records now. So something is wrong. Something is wrong in the way we look at governance in this country. And a PMP4, yes, I am correct. We will have to make sure that there be a Obinia power. So we were MPP4 were power. So who say Obia Oyel to say Segbefia or MPP. NDC are very intelligent. I didn't know why wouldn't they be able to do an inclusive government to make sure that it is the Ghanaian that we want to safeguard? It's not about our party. Why is it that when a party is in power, into employment and the why? So now they are saying say who new be our party no a political party so. Why wouldn't need Godfather? Why wouldn't your father is not rich? You are vulnerable in society. So you will never get job in Ghana. Because when political parties come into place, they pick foot soldiers, they pick their party members for unemployment. Where do you see this? What type of a country are we running? Where are we going as a country? The PMP is a political party that cares about inclusivity. We care about the vulnerable in society, and we think that this is the reason why political parties were formed. And we have lost it as a country, and we are bringing that back. The youth are crying for jobs. What are we going to do to create more jobs? We are crying about the city running haywire. We don't even know where the city is now. You ask yourself why. The city is where it is because we don't produce anything in the country. If you don't produce, you don't get dollars. When you sell things out, you get dollars and you bring it. But when you go to buy, you are buying this and you are buying unemployment into your country. And that is what the PMP is trying to avoid. That don't go outside and buy things. Once we have arable lands, we are not doing anything. Go to the market and see. How many of them are produced in this country? Market women and men are now forming associations, which is good. To increase prices. Bibi omokoto 1 cedi. Omobe increase prices at 10 cedis amanipa. We are not looking at that. We are saying that we are running a free market economy. Black man, wickedness, and we cannot run a free market economy. We have to make sure that when we talk about stability, government is part of this thing. Government won't allow people to increase prices the way they want just because what we are running a free market economy. Those are the issues. PMP for your bar. We will make sure that we put a stop to it. Ghana is looking for a rescuer, and the PMP it is.
But I say, Mami, Janet Nabla, and this is one out of many in Koma Yebedi, Wabra about what next time around. You essentially you now your pen come fufro, now your house radio, the TV, so come on. Being a Ghana intra, but that's by no breath. Mame Janet Nabla, a chairperson and leader, Emma PNP. Yejina na semi odi twa to iso na de dwumade no abanewe. Ajibani power nie or the power mid morning Abraham. Bye bye.